Hello, SpeedGaming. Welcome back to our Super Metroid map Rando Mentor Tournament. We had a little bit of snafu getting this race going. Had to shift around, schedule things, but we're here. We're a little bit late, but we're here. Welcome. I am solo crewing this one, so bear with me as I try to catch up and keep up with the tracker and everything else. Yeah, we got a good one in store for you. This is FudgeFiddle versus iamthecheese234. Mentor for Fudge is Mac Vanish, and mentor for Cheese is Nito. Starting off the game mode, our runners have picked the item draft category, which I need to update here in a second. Again, bear with me. I've got a lot of things to cover right now. Yeah, item draft means each player gets to ban and pick a starting item. Ban just means the other player can't pick it. So yeah, our runners chose high jump and spring ball, so I'm gonna get those added to the tracker here in a minute. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be silent for a bit, so bear with me as I catch up on things. But I just wanted to let the runners go because they've been stalled for a bit. We do have typical boss objectives. Trying to get those marked on the tracker as we go here. Raid. Tune. Oh. Tune there. Dragon, Ridley. Okay, objectives are marked. Apologies, I may have missed if they got morph ball or something. I'm not sure. I think I also cropped a little bit too much on the right side of Cheese's screen. Yeah, I did. Okay, exactly 2 seconds of desync here. Fudge is ahead, so add 2 to his, so his stream should freeze for 2 seconds while Cheese's timer catches up. I didn't see what that was. That was an X. Those power bombs. They also have morph now, so let me mark that. Morph. For both runners, I assume. They look like they're synced up, so thankfully, if one runner has something, I can kind of trust the other to have it. We got power bombs. Beta power bombs is the name of this room. We'll see what we get real quick. Ice beam. Boop. And boop. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can fix the cropping on both streams. No. We want this. No, not that corner. It's fine. No. But I think the top and bottom, yeah, they're okay. So he's got a bit of a border around his thing. So that should work for that timer. Easy. Okay. So Fudge's is fixed. Cool. And now here. Here. The timer is here. And here. Good. All right, and that should fix Cheese's cropping. Yep, there it is. Okay, cool. Hello, chat. Oh shoot, I just realized I'm on the wrong chat. That would explain some things. Bombs for both, thank you. Okay. Yeah, we just got moved from a different Speed Gaming channel at the last second, so I actually had the chat from that Speed Gaming channel up, so I'm like, yeah, I wasn't sure. Okay, hello. So I see both got morph and bombs, thank you. I should, aside from the tracker, I should be caught up on the things that need to happen. Yeah, I went ahead and let these runners go because I didn't want to spend 5 minutes setting them up when they've already been waiting for like 15. This is a medium, medium progression bracket, or medium progression race. Medium difficulty, normal progression. That's the words. Yeah, and the objectives is item draft. I need to fix that real quick. Yeah. Okay, that one should be, there it is, it's fixed now. Cool. All right, so where are we? Both runners are in criteria. Both have ice and morph and bombs and spring ball and high jump. We started with both of those. Doesn't look like either runner has the map yet for criteria. More supers. Yeah, I have pretty much the same loadout. Fudge has a few more power bombs. Oh, grapple beam. That's potentially a really good find. Or cheese. So if I don't know if we've seen Everest or anything yet. Rooms that come to mind are Everest, Halfy Room, which we already have high. Well, this is mediums. Never mind. Crossroom jump wouldn't matter. We have enough health to actually get to that map. That could be the Fantoon map, though. And I wouldn't go for it without a save here, because you'd have to gate glitch back. Okay, Cheese getting his power bombs off the Kago. That's grapple for Fudge, so just a little bit behind. With an extra power bomb pack. No, they both have 2 power bomb packs now. Looks like... oh, I clicked the wrong thing. That's not grapple. That's grapple. Okay, Fudge has found Everest, so this is most likely where grapple is pointing. I see Cheese is back in Torian. I don't know how he got there. Yo, welcome, Speed Gaming 3. We are just getting started here on our mentor tournament match between FudgeFiddle and I Am the Cheese. This is our Super Metroid Map Randomizer Mentor Tournament. Ignore the SpongeBob on your screen. That's definitely Samus. This is our upper bracket round 3 of the... We have 2 brackets. We have one for medium normal, which is our newer players. And then we have also a hard tricky bracket, which is just the top 8 finishers in the group stage of the tournament. Yeah, both of these runners have won 2 matches already, 2 best of 3s in the upper bracket. Actually, no, Fudge got a bye, so he's only done 1. Yeah. Cheese has won 2, Fudge has won 1 to get here. But both runners are still in the upper bracket, so even if they lose here, they're still in the tournament. The settings we're on right now is item draft. Basically, each runner gets to veto an item. I missed that. What was that, Major? X-ray for Cheese. Sorry, I'm solo crewing this race right now, so I'm bound to miss some things. What did Fudge just get? I don't... Spazer. He has Spazer. Okay. But yeah. We had to start a little bit late, so I definitely like let the runners go before everything was quite ready, just because they'd already been waiting for a little bit. So yeah, I'm playing a lot of catch up here, trying to figure out where our runners are going. We have grapple beam, high jump, spring ball, bombs, so already a decent loadout. We can do most water movement things already, especially if you're comfortable with hard logic tricks. There's a lot of like ice beam, a lot of tricks combining ice beam and high jump for underwater movement, and spring ball on top of that. That I don't think those are in medium, but they are in hard logic. So like I think there's maybe 2 water rooms that are like not really navigable right now without gravity suit. Looks like Cheese is going for this criteria map. I was wondering if one of our runners was going to make this play. I'm a little worried this is just Fantoon. It's not. Okay, that's a super missile door. Fantoon has to be behind a blue door, so this is a free map. And then Cheese is probably going to revert. There's Mother Brain. There's a major down below Everest. There's one at the top of Everest. That was Spazer, I believe, unless there was another one that Fudge got. Yep, just reverting back to the save, going up to Everest. Grapple Beam gives us all those majors that we saw up there. Meanwhile, Fudge is blinding around Bubble Mountain at the top of Everest. He hasn't checked the bottom left, I believe. Which bottom left... No, that should be in logic. With Spring Ball and Ice, you can get out from there without a crossroom jump. Because notably, crossroom jumps, that's something we see a lot in hard tricky races. Specifically where if you're jumping from a dry room into a wet room, which happens a lot in map rando, if you're jumping from a dry room into a wet room, you maintain like momentum, but because you're underwater, the momentum gets really strange. So you can like jump way higher than you normally would if you jump starting from a dry room into a wet room. So that can get you out of get you through a lot of water rooms that would otherwise be unnavigable. Space jump, okay, that's a really nice thing. That's definitely going to be the main progression for the next step in logic here. Meanwhile, Fudge, I don't think has made his way down to that part of Everest yet, so it's going to be a little bit before he finds it. Cheese is going to be making his way to Spazer up here. At least I'm pretty sure it was Spazer. And Fudge now getting his criteria map, so he's going to get the news of that space jump that we have already seen. Oh, yeah. I don't know... He may have just impulsively checked that door. He got there with more health than Cheese did, but when you see that's not a blue door, you know it's not a Fantoon map, so you can just go left there and get the map immediately. Yep, that was Spazer, in fact. And then there's another major at the top going through Pillar Prep. Okay, that is accessible. It's a bit sketchy on this health, but it is accessible to get that Northwest major. I imagine Cheese is probably going to take a save here before attempting that. Meanwhile, Fudge reverting the save back to Bubble Mountain. So they're in the same location now, but Fudge does not have space jump. Looks like he's going for this Northwest major first, and then he's going to come back for space jump later. This is very low health to be doing this on, but Cheese makes it through. And this is a farm room to the left, so that's accessible. Fudge taking the longer way around, but it is the safer way around because you can kind of just hold forward. And as long as you don't bump the pirate, you get to that door for free. Very, very nicely spotted by Fudge and Mac. Both players taking their time, farming their health back because they know they're going to need it on the way back out. Unless this is Varia for some reason, but that seems unlikely. This is also a Metroid room. I don't know. I feel like Fudge hasn't noticed. Nope, he noticed. He just had his... okay. He had a plan. This is one of those rooms where if you run into it unprepared, you can get like grabbed immediately, and it can be a dangerous time for you. Both runners making quick work of it though. Screw Attack. He is the major up here. Both runners gonna pick that up. Where is it on the tracker? Here. So Cheese now with that space jump able to save a little bit of time getting through here. So yeah, Cheese having gone for that map first before blinding through Everest ended up getting a bit of a lead out of it because now he gets to just leave this area instead of going down for that other major, which we know is space jump. Oh, there's an East major over here too. I didn't see that. Yeah, that's definitely where Fudge and Cheese are going to be headed. Fudge spending a little extra time farming this room. If you're going to farm a room, this is not the room I would choose because it's pretty slow. And as Cheese is demonstrating, you can just find a room on the way a lot of the time. That's a much better farm. All right, and for our East Major, we get Speed Booster. Okay, we have a very strong loadout. For Cheese here, and shortly Fudge will have the same loadout. So they're basically what we're missing is our suits and beams. That's it. We have everything else. So gravity suit would be really convenient here. I think you can do most rooms without gravity suit, so it's probably going to be a while before we see it, because the randomizer doesn't usually just give you a suit for no reason. Various suit, though, will come in really handy because we only have one tank, and there's probably going to be a lot of heated rooms that the various suit will be very nice for. All right, so Cheese now headed back to Everest. Where do we go next? We have Ridley over there in the same zone as Mother Brain. That's actually really good news because it means you don't have to deal with Ridley till the end of the game. So you can just leave to maybe Torian or another zone if there was one I didn't see. And just go on your merry way and take your time collecting resources for Ridley because you don't have to worry about blinding into Ridley and needing to take care of him on the spot. Yep, Cheese indeed going back to Torian. I didn't see any other connectors out of Criteria, but there might have been one. Oh, that's a rough map. If you had a second tank, it would be like barely doable to get to the map in single chamber. That could also be Fantoon, for all we know. The location of that could definitely be Fantoon. For those who don't know, Fantoon in the vanilla game is in Wreck Ship. And the map station in Wreck Ship is actually powered off when you first visit the area. So what you have to do to power on the map station and actually be able to use the map station is kill Fantoon and then come back. So in Map Rando, the devs decided to keep that type of behavior. So the map station, the powered down map station, will always be on a left-facing door, and Fantoon will always be connected to the same room, which is connected to that map station. So just like we saw Cheese walk in as the powered down map, so we know Fantoon is in single chamber in one of those other two right-facing doors. So that's good information, but it also means we're probably not getting that map anytime soon, because you're going to need a lot of health to survive. But because 2 of our 4 bosses are located, we only need to find Dragon and Kraid. Dragon at the moment would be a pretty difficult fight. But it will, with a couple more tanks, because we have grapple beam, that's a very doable fight. It's just with one tank, the grapple kill takes 240 damage, so you actually can't do that grapple kill unless you get some other damage in from ammo and such. Pretty sure Fudge picked up space jump. There's X-ray. Okay, there's our reserve tank. That could make it possible to get to Fantoon, but the problem with Fantoon is, like, you have to go through all of that heat, barely make it to the Fantoon door, and then you also have to get enough health in the Fantoon fight to get to the map, and then you hope you get back from the map after killing Fantoon. So I don't think either runner is going to put a lot of effort into Fantoon just yet. Cheese finding X-ray Hall, which is a very good excuse for space jump. So that was one of our latest progression items. So this is a very strong pointer that progression might be over in this direction. Oh, screw attack as well. Space jump, screw attack puts this in logic. Yeah, I think Cheese is headed in the right direction. The rooms are telling us, hey, those items you got, they were important. And that's pretty much always a good sign. We're getting map for Bryn. That alone is worth a lot. Okay, Kraid is here. We have some X's, some circles for health. X's are ammo types, either super missiles or power bombs. Circles are health, either E-tanks or reserves. So that could give us a lot of ammo and health, potentially for Ridley. We have Wreck Ship, Meridia, and Norfair connectors all in Bryn. So this is a bit of a hub zone. So we'll see where our runners take this. Switching audio real quick since Cheese is clearly in the lead. Super missiles at Wreck Ship Shaft. That's halfway to Ridley ammo. Ridley has 30 super missiles worth of health because he takes double damage to super missiles. So that 30 super number is one you really like to get to as quickly as possible in a lot of these races. We have Speed Booster, so Decor Room is a good excuse for that. Unfortunately, Cheese doesn't have the health to Shine Spark up that room, so that's not happening just yet. If they find a tank or a refill or well, they probably also like a save. Looks like they're headed for Green Pirate Shaft, which does have a save. Okay, yeah, Nito talked him out of it. Yeah, I think it's a good call to skip that for the moment, because you need, if you're gonna go for that save, you want to save with enough health to do the spark. Although there's not a lot of places around here where you can farm health. Meanwhile, FudgeFiddle finding his way into Norfair. I don't know if he blinded this, or cause I don't think he had time to get to the map. So this could be a really interesting divergence, because we have access to 3 different zones right now on top of Brinstar. So if progression happens to be in Norfair, then Fudge gets to skip a lot of exploration in Bryn and just find the correct zone. But it's also possible that Norfair just has nothing, and this could be a waste of time for Fudge. So we'll see how this plays out. Okay, Cheese collected just enough health to spark up this room here in Aqueduct to get this X and this missile, and then check Meridia. I like this play. You don't have the health to spark up Wreck Ship. Norfair is really far away, so you may as well check Meridia because it's right here. Ooh, speaking of health, this is a little scary. I don't know when Cheese saved last. We do have an item here. If that's a tank, that's a nice bailout. There's also a save station there, which we know is not the Fantoon save. So that is a usable save station at the very least. And that's Crystal Flash ammo. That's really good for Cheese, actually. Now they don't have to worry about like being in danger of death as long as they can avoid running into a fish or something. Fudge finding Spring Ball Maze. Or not Spring Ball, Spring Ball Room, and a Major. It is Wave Beam. Okay, so that's just filler, potentially. There could be a Wave Gate somewhere that the seed wants us to go through, but to me, this feels like just filler. Oh, no, okay. Cheese saved before that room. Hi, there's a Wave Gate we just saw. So it's possible, this would be really strange. It's possible the seed wanted us to get Wave Beam to come back to this room to do the Wave Gate and progress. But Cheese knows how to just glitch through this gate with a well-timed shot. With high jump, this is actually pretty easy. You just moonwalk all the way to the wall. Are you forgetting you have high jump, Cheese? Yeah, just moonwalk to the wall, shoot just below that grapple block. And the super will build up enough speed by the time it gets to the other side of the screen, it can actually skip past the gate and hit the little button. Big Pink is a good find. That's 3 items that we get for free. 25 supers. We're already looking really good on Ridley ammo. Meanwhile, Fudge finding the snail side of Shack Tool, which is much better than finding the left side because doing Shack Tool the normal way is very slow. We got a tank and some ammo for Cheese. Cheese is now at 30 supers. So if you can find Various Suit here, you're just about go mode. We're getting a map. We know this is not Fantoon map because we already saw Fantoon map. We have more X's, Bryn connectors, and not much else. So I think Cheese and Nito are gonna just decide to keep the ammo they got and leave. And probably go to Wreck Ship next because they have the health to spark up. Ooh, Fudge finding Majors. 4 of them. That's all the Majors. Fudge now is gonna have double suit and all beams. That's huge. So yeah, it was looking for a second that like Cheese might be in the lead just because he got like Ridley ammo, and gets to do all the things. But Fudge finding double suit could just be the winning play here. I missed that again. What major was that? I didn't see. Trying to catch if I can see. I don't think it was Plasma. I don't know the SpongeBob sprite well enough. It wasn't Gravity. So that was either Varia or Charge Beam, I believe. Varia? Okay, thank you. And then Fudge is about to get this other major here, which is Gravity. Double suit. And then he's gonna go clean up the other two majors because we know that they are Charge and Plasma. And Fudge will just be looking for bosses and doing some cleanup. So unfortunately for Cheese, I think this might just seal the race already. Because I have a feeling Cheese and Nito are going to get baited into going to wreck ship, which might have Dragon, but it's not going to have any majors, so Fudge is just going to get to zoom through the rest of the seed with all of the good equipment, and Cheese is going to have to be dealing with suitless movement for all of it. Fudge does need to pick up another E-tank, or a reserve tank even, to technically be in go mode, but those will be plentiful along the path as he's looking for bosses. So now an interesting question is, where is Dragon? Dragon could be here in wreck ship, or she could be back in I already forgot the zone. Was it Torian? No. Yeah, Torian, I think, with Fantoon. Yep, Fudge has all beams. Full tracker, even. Okay. Cheese finding ship in wrecked ship. That could be interesting if it turns into a blind escape. But yeah, Cheese really needs to make up a lot of ground really fast here if he wants to have a chance at winning this one.
Well, hello.
Hello there. Hello, True Keyblade. Joining me on comms?
Nice. Yeah. I was going to join in on this a little bit earlier, but the match that I was mentoring got a little bit delayed and kind of bit into this one a little bit.
Yeah, that seems to be the story of the day. Okay, we found Crate. Oh, Dragon was the one we saw. Okay, so this, I can't tell if this is good or bad for Cheese. So the situation, to catch you up, is both runners were pretty well in sync for a while, but when getting to Brinstar, Cheese managed to go straight for the map, whereas Fudge blinded into Norfair. Unfortunately for Cheese, Norfair had Varia, Gravity, Charge, and Plasma. So Fudge now has full tracker and is just cleaning up objectives, and Cheese is still exploring a bunch of other zones that don't have the majors he would love to have. Yeah.
That's so unfortunate.
It's obviously not impossible for Cheese to... Oh, hi. Okay, Crystal Flash time. This is not impossible for Cheese to come back from, but it's going to be very difficult. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Key Hunter, please don't come down. Oof.
Yikes.
Oh, he didn't have missiles. I've done that before. You need 10 supers, 10 power bombs, and 10 missiles
11
to successfully Crystal Flash. Yeah. You need to use one to trigger the Crystal Flash, but it consumes 10 after that. So yeah, 11. Yeah, so we've seen all the bosses now. Wreck Ship has Kraid. I believe Brinstar has Dragon, which Fudge is going toward right now. And Torian has Fantoon, which neither runner has completed yet. and then I think Criteria had Ridley and Mother Brain.
Okay.
So Cheese has full info on bosses, but he does not know where the other majors are. He might be able to deduce they're in Norfair, but I think at this rate they're not going back there for a while.
Where is Norfair in relation to where he is now?
Brinstar is the hub zone. Brinstar, they came from Criteria and Torian. They got to Brinstar, and then Brinstar was connected to Wreckship, Meridia, and Norfair.
Gotcha. Well, I don't hate the play of, cleaning up what you already know at least.
Yeah, I think Cheese is playing this very sensibly and doing the best he can. It's just unfortunate that Fudge found all of the good majors in the zone that Cheese is not likely to check now because of what the other things he did find.
Mm-hmm.
Like he might go there after checking Torian and killing Fantoon, but that's a bit of a backtrack. So I think if Cheese is gonna have a chance of winning this, he has to go ammo and he has to go suitless. I think that's his only way of potentially making up for the lack of suits. You have to get a lot more tanks, and you need probably one more super and a missile pack or two, which, I mean, Cheese is close to that. But, yeah.
But you would need, what, 6 total?
Yeah, you need 6 tanks. You need either 40 missiles and 30 supers, or you need, what is it, 15 and 35.
Yeah, he's definitely close to that. It's just a matter of,
Yeah.
So both suits were both in Norfair?
Cheese, please equip power bombs. Cheese, please.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
No. Yeah, I think he hit the button too many times and then forgot to switch back. That's unfortunate. I think if they had been able to do this whole sequence of things on the first pass, I think they would be in decent shape of potentially making up for their lack of suits. But I think with the 2 deaths there, it's all but over. But this is just game 1. This is a best of 3. So there's definitely room for Cheese to make a comeback in game 2. Again, Cheese was actually slightly ahead before Fudge went to Norfair. But it just turned out that Norfair was the play in this case.
See if we can get the quick kill this time.
Yep, might.
Did we see Prom before? We
did see Prom. Yeah, we did see Prom Crade last time. Meanwhile, Fudge still collecting tanks because they're just kind of on the way. Which is probably good news for Cheese, but that also means the odds of Fudge failing a Mother Brain just keep going lower and lower.
Right. I do the same thing. I like to have a little bit extra just to be on the safe side.
Okay, Cheese needs Fudge to go Meridia here. If Fudge picks Wreckship first, it's definitely over. Because Meridia just had a bunch of ammo and health. Okay. The Fudge is going Meridia, which is not gonna pay off for him. So that buys Cheese a little bit more time, but I still don't think it's gonna be enough.
Oh no, not with the map that close.
Yeah, especially with double suit. You're gonna get that quick and then leave. That was an unfortunate drop. Yep. Yeah, you got a Crystal Flash now. Did he switch off again? Okay.
He did.
He switched back. Okay.
He got it.
I'm
Didn't
like,
make the same
please
mistake
don't
twice.
do that. This is sketchy though. This is not a free escape from this room. 3 tanks is enough, but especially if you're going for the yeah, they're bailing on the reserve. I agree with that fully. Just make sure you get out. There are more tanks to get, and if taking that reserve kills you, it's not worth it.
Absolutely. Oh, that just dead-ended
No.
into... Oh, bought him a little bit of time. That dead-ended into Mama Turk. Ooh, what is this map?
Oh, wow. Wait. I don't think Cheese... Maybe Cheese did go through this room. I can't remember how Cheese got to the Meridian map. All right, Cheese is back in Bryn. Again, Cheese has full information on objectives. So he could just go straight for Dragon here, do the grapple kill, grab some tanks on the way, then kill Fantoon. Like, again, the more time Fudge wastes, the more chances Cheese has to stay in this race. But it's going to be a tough one. I really am curious to hear, like, I would be really curious to be listening into the call between Nito and Cheese right now to be like, what are they discussing? Are they discussing, like, do we just collect a bunch of health and do a suitless Ridley and a suitless Mother Brain? Because those are within the realm of possibilities, for sure, but if you're not confident with both of those fights, that's, for a lot of runners, that's just a no-go, a non-starter. But if you can commit to that, you're in really good shape. You could absolutely make up for the lack of suits here. They are going to Norfair. Okay, that is good news. It kind of sucks because now the ammo they collected in Meridia isn't going to be worth that much. But they made a beeline to Norfair, so that means they're going to get their majors. Because they were all here really quick in succession.
Any objectives in Norfair?
Nope, just 4 majors and nothing else. And you can see on the tracker what those 4 majors are, except for Wave. It might have been 5, even. Okay, Fudge making his way toward the wreck ship map, which we know will reveal Kraid.
This seems like, I mean, he's at the bottom of the map with no objectives in Norfair. This very well could still be pretty close.
Yeah, like, with the fact that Cheese went straight for Norfair, that, like, this actually isn't feeling too bad anymore. Again, the death on the way to and from Kraid, please don't die. That's a pause if you have to. So really helpful thing for this farm in particular. Samus cannot die during the pause, fade in, and fade out animation. So what you'll see a lot of runners do is they'll get to this, they'll shoot the bugs, and then they will pause, so that if Samus's health hits 0 before the drops spawn in and you're able to collect them, you actually get a few extra, like an extra half second of survivability before you pick up those drops. That's a very good habit to get into for something like that, because it can definitely save your life in a situation where you're otherwise reverting a lot of progress. Okay, Fudge now in 3 Musketeers, gonna get that Kraid kill. Yeah, this is closer than it was feeling like a minute ago, but I do think Fudge is in a distinct lead. Because he's not going to die to this 3 Musketeers after doing Kraid. Meanwhile, Cheese getting this map. And they're going to see that map and know that at least a suit is here. We know it's a suit and Charged Plasma. I believe Varia was on the right and Gravity was on the left. So after that point, they'll know the rest is beams and they'll probably go for it.
Well, they're at 30 supers. Only 10 missiles is a little low, but
yeah, they might. Yeah, they could just skip the beams. They have ice.
Yeah.
Because like they don't know that neither of those is wave beam. When Fudge got here, he already had wave beam, so he would have known that, hey, that's Charged Plasma. but not knowing that charge and plasma are both up there, I could definitely see Nito and Cheese deciding to skip this and just do ammo. Which the ammo kill is the faster version of the Mother Brain kill. And the Ridley kill too, for what it's worth.
If you can manipulate them, all right.
Yeah.
Practice your Ridley, folks.
Yep. So, burning question. Do Cheese and Nito leave? Or do they go for
Looks
those
like
other
they're going for it.
Oh, I think this is the way back out regardless. They have to go up.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Question is, do they go up or right? No, I guess it's up. And then do they go left or right? That's the question. Meanwhile,
yep,
Fudge is done with Kraid and headed back to Bryn, and he also has full info.
I don't hate this play because it was literally right there. You could see it on the map.
Yeah,
when you got to the pivot
I don't
point.
hate this play at all. If it was any farther away, I would be considering doing ammo and just being like, we know there's a lot of X's on the way. Just pick up a super somewhere, but this gives you instant go mode, so good play. Oh, I didn't see that one over there.
There's Wave.
That's Wave. I think they skipped that one. I think they absolutely skipped that one now because they know what it is. Yeah, I think Fudge actually blinded that before getting the Norfair map. Yep, they're leaving. Yep, so Fudge in the lead, but Cheese has good equipment to maybe make this comeback. If Fudge fumbles a Ridley fight, if he fails an escape, if he misroutes something in the end game, that would give Cheese the opportunity to come back. But he does have a commanding lead right now. Oh yeah, the Dragon's
the circle around for Dragon. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's rough. Yep, Fudge heading to Fantoon now. This was a rough Fantoon, by the way. You get here and you have one tank, and you can get across and get to the map, and then you're just like, well, I can't keep that Fantoon kill, so I'm just gonna leave. All right, Cheese heading down the sand pit. Microwave Fantoon incoming. And that is a dead
roast squid
ghost. Yeah, squid ghost. Alright. Just Ridley and Mother Brain left for Fudge. And he did have to go through the ship to get to Kraid, so he knows where that is too. Alright, nice quick metal
good kill.
Cheese. Yeah, very nice. And then we should see a microwave Dragon here as well.
Got a seafood buffet going on here. Funny enough, I'm actually not all that into seafood.
Yeah, it depends on the type of seafood for me and where you get it from. I also live in Oklahoma, so I have to be. Uh, I, let's just say there's no locally sourced seafood, so I'm always a bit wary of any seafood
That's
restaurants,
fair.
especially sushi, because we are very far away from any significant saltwater sources.
You think he's gonna conserve some ammo here, or just gonna just
Yeah,
wait until for red?
yeah, he might. This is definitely. I think this is a very valid Ridley to be conserving your ammo on, but I think it's more about your comfort with the fight.
That's fair.
If there's no refill or good farm between here and Mother Brain, I think the beam fight is probably smarter if you're good at it. Just so you can have a faster Mother Brain and not have to refill between. But, yeah, again, the supers are better DPS, so it is technically a faster Ridley kill. You just need to refarm those resources for Mother Brain.
Yeah.
And that's all the objectives for Fudge. Cheese, where are you going? Cheese, where are you going? There are no objectives in Meridia. You've been there. You know this. What are you doing? Unless this is a shortcut? Oh, it is a shortcut. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Right. So Cheese got to the map faster in Meridia because he came through the top entrance of Bryn. Fudge came through the bottom entrance and had to loop through all of this. That makes more sense. Because I'm like, I was certain Cheese did not go through Key Hunter Shaft just to get to Meridia map. Yeah, Fudge, in the meantime, is headed directly toward Mother Brain. Unfortunately, this looks like it's going to be too little too late for Cheese. They played very well. It's just Fudge happened to find those suits first, and it was too much to come back from.
Yeah.
Again, I do think if they had gotten Kraid and Three Musketeers first try, I think potentially they could... Cheese and Nito could be like right neck and neck at the moment, but that's a really hard thing to do on 3 tanks and no suits.
Mm-hmm. Good Zeb skip there.
This Fudge versus Cheese match is making me hungry. Yeah, that's fair. 2 very delicious sounding foods. Alright, yeah, so Fudge just committing to the beam fight for Mother Brain. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, this is definitely going to be player dependent, but like, are you more comfortable with the beam fight on Mother Brain or the beam fight on Ridley? If you're more comfortable with it on Mother Brain, maybe you just sack all the super missiles on Ridley.
Right.
You would have to still farm a little bit just to make sure you can break the glass and everything, but once you get to the Mother Brain too, this beam is still a very good option for the Mother Brain kill. Oh, escape timer! Get your escape guesses in chat. We're in Criteria. We have to go through Torian and Brinstar to get to Rex ship, so it's going to be a bit of a long one. I'm going to say 255 is my guess.
For a short notice, I'm gonna say 230.
All right. $235. No one in chat got it. Looks like you and 8-Ball were the closest. You were 5 seconds short, and 8-Ball was 5 seconds over. Meanwhile, that's a dead Fantoon for Cheese. I also forgot to switch audio to Fudge for Mother Brain. Oops. I'm curious. Well, we might find out in the race time chat. I'm curious if Cheese and Nito feel behind at all. Because like if you don't, because they went straight for the map, and that's a very reasonable play. It's just that Fudge happened to blind into Norfair first. But if you don't do that, it's hard to have a better route than what Cheese did.
Yeah.
So
all it takes
yeah.
is blinding the right door,
Yep.
getting into the right zone, and your opponent just trying to make the smarter play, and it just doesn't end up working out.
Yep. Because like, they probably do. They might feel behind because of the deaths in Three Musketeers, but I think they're still going to be a little surprised when they see Fudge finish right now, because I don't think that makes up for all of the time that they lost there. Yeah, Fudge might even have like a minute left over on the escape timer at this rate. Because the medium difficulty escape timer is quite lenient if you have really good movement. So if you've got a lot of experience with movement, or you just played a lot of map rando, you can definitely have like a minute or more on the timer for an escape like this. But Cheese is on Ridley right now. I don't think he'll finish before Fudge finishes the race, but yeah, I mean, again, this is a testament to like how much ground Cheese was actually making up, despite missing out on those suits for so long. Because again, this is right next to Mother Brain, so he was very close to being on Mother Brain by the end of the race. And get your GGs in chat for FudgeFiddle. He takes game 1, but we will be heading to a game 2. I believe Cheese picked the first game mode for this one, which was item draft. So we'll see what Fudge picks in game 2. Hello, SpeedGaming. Welcome back. We are here with game 2 of FudgeFiddle versus iamthecheese234. Game 1, Fudge took that game. It was very close in the early game, and then Fudge happened to pick the right zone, which had the suits, and it just ended up being a little too much for Cheese to come back from. But I'm really excited for game 2, because again, that one was very close. We could see another close one here as well. Fudge chose the game mode for this one. It was mini bosses. That is, our objectives are going to be Spore Spawn, Bomb Chorizo, Botwoon, and GT. So yeah, that'll be interesting to watch. Joining me on commentary is True Keyblade. How you doing, True Keyblade?
Doing well. Hello, Speed Gaming. How you guys doing today?
Yeah, we're getting started. Timers are actually synced up already, mostly. I'm not gonna tweak that. I have too many things. I have too many things to do. I'm not gonna distract myself with that. Okay, starting
Good
in
map check, top
Brinstar
left.
this time. Nice deboost. Love to see that. Slightly quicker way across this Fireflea's room.
And morph
first for Fudge. And then Cheese is gonna have that too. Yep. Nice quick save for both runners. I feel like that save is kind of optional at this point. If you die, it saves you a little bit of time, but it's at a dead end and far away from anything else useful, so dying is kind of the only situation where it is useful. It's not a good pivot for anything.
Yeah, definitely.
So I probably would have skipped that one if I like saw it on the map, but I don't mind it. Okay, we're in Wreck Ship Shaft. If we find explosives, we know there's where one more item is.
Stenith, you get in here and fix it then.
Power bombs. Okay, yeah, going straight back to Wreck Ship Shaft, I assume. It'd be a very strange play to not do that. Okay. Cheese is right behind him. Our next
What do we
item
got?
is Screw Attack.
Screw. Might see a pit room, maybe?
Yeah. That would be... Nah. No, I
Pit
don't
room
think so.
or maybe one of the... Fudge is telling me no. Apparently he can hear me.
Yeah, I personally am thinking not pit room simply because we already have power bombs. Power bombs already gives us access to pit rooms, so screw attack for pit room would not be access to anything new.
Okay, then yeah, the other thing I was thinking about was probably maybe Gauntlet.
Yeah, gauntlet would make sense because needing 4 power bombs to get across and 4 to get back, or 3 and 3 depending on which gauntlet
Ooh,
you're doing.
yikes.
Ooh, that's an unfortunate death for Fudge. That's gonna put him all the way back. But as we were saying, this does save a little bit of time. Not much, just the time it takes to walk to Morph Ball and back. But it saves a small amount of time because he died. Meanwhile, Cheese finding that E-Tank, which Fudge would have loved to have. There's our first objective. That's nice to
Hello,
see.
Spore.
That is not a completable objective, though, oddly enough, because we need either Charge Beam or some form of projectile ammo, either missiles or supers, to be able to do that fight.
I don't think Spore Spawn is logical with only 1 pack of supers, is he?
I think you're right. Because it takes 4 supers to kill if that's all you have. And Spore Spawn does not drop super missiles. It's a doable fight, but yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it's a medium.
Yeah, not it's definitely doable. It's just not logical due to the not being able to restore. Ooh, and we got Grav.
Magic pancakes. Okay, we're the death from Fudge and that early gravity find gives me high hopes for a game 3. I would love to see a game 3.
Absolutely.
I don't care who wins game 3. I just want to see game 3.
Always love having more Super Metroid. Nice jump there from Fudge, getting through the Morph Ball tunnel.
Nice. Yep, saves a power bomb.
Saving.
All right, still no way to kill Spore Spawn for Cheese, but we have a gravity suit. Moon falling all the way down, back to Moat. Yep, this is a good use for it. Meanwhile, Fudge in the same room, just a little bit earlier in progression. Needs to go back up for gravity suit. Cheese trying to gravity jump. This right here is why gravity suit is a strong pointer for this room, because without
nice jump,
some form of either like space jump, grapple beam, or gravity suit to gravity jump out of the water, you can't really get across to the right door. Unfortunately, it's a dead end. But we can get a couple power bombs out of it. Yep, there it is. Yeah, these bugs, I think, they're not great at dropping power bombs, but I think it's like normal bugs have like a 4% drop rate, whereas these have like an 8% drop rate. So it's like it's double the odds of power bomb compared to other farm bugs. Ooh, we have an aqueduct. Are we going to see a snail clip?
I would love to see a snail clip.
He's going for it.
Yeah.
So you have to get the snail at a very specific position.
There you go. That looks
That's
good.
Low. It's low.
Oh,
yep.
Aw.
Yep. Without high jump, you have a 2-pixel window. If you do have high jump, it turns into a 3-pixel window. I also don't like how he's going all the way to the wall before unmorphing, because that technically means you're facing away from the snail, which lets him wake up. You want to jump and just barely stand on top of him, so you're still like Samus's center of mass is to the left of the snail's center of mass. Okay, he got it. Second try. Nice. It is just 2 missiles, but we didn't have projectiles before. Now we do. Spore Spawn is killable. It's not a fast fight, but it's doable now.
I don't see much of a way forward outside of the top left here, so he might actually go for it. No,
Yeah.
he is gonna go
I
top
would.
left.
Yep. I mean, gravity gives you an excuse for it. Never mind.
Until you run into that.
Yep. There's a save right here, but you have to spend a power bomb to leave. It's definitely, yeah. Seems like they're deciding it's worth it. I tend to agree here because you don't want to lose that gravity suit. Yeah, Fudge just following in the footsteps, seeing Moat and being like, "Hey, that's a use for gravity," and then it's nothing. Sandpit? Oh, right. Of course, it's a save an aqueduct. Of course you're taking the sandpit. Because there could be an item here. And there is. So what do we got? It is a major.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Aw.
What? I've never seen a crumble jump like that. He was like halfway in the crumble block and still managed to get the crumble jump out. I didn't know that was possible. It's bombs. Okay. What does bombs do for us? It gives us a can fly, but in medium logic, that's not really going to be expected.
Yeah,
Okay,
not long IBJs.
Yeah. But at the very least, it means we don't have to worry about ammo for normal bomb blocks. Where's it on the tracker? There, bombs. Dude, the music, I just switched the audio and the music was almost synced up. Speed booster, okay, that's big. Both item sand pits in the same sandfall. That's
And
crazy.
Fudge picked up Spazer in pit room here.
Oh. That was not on my bingo card. It was pit room. Okay, Cheese struggling a little bit with his wall jump morphs. Come on, Cheese, you can do it. This is gonna be an unfortunate time loss.
Oh,
okay, yeah,
opting
looks
to
like you
take
just
the long way around.
Yeah, yeah, this makes a lot of sense.
Don't blame him in the slightest.
And just hold right here. Yep, you make it in the tunnel. Fudge. Oh, this is a feels bad. Fudge and Cheese are going to be crossing paths here, but Cheese is going to have the benefit of the items, whereas Fudge is definitely not going to have that. He might be able to loop around through Pants Room, and then he'll see it's a long sandfall, and maybe he'll like be tempted into going down.
Finds a Metroid room. Oh, into Torian. And right into the back of Croc.
Oh, dead end? Oh, right. Okay, yeah, Fudge already did this one, I was saying. Yep, so our runners are synced up here almost, but not in the way Fudge would like, because he is down 2 majors. But we do have a Meridia entrance. Interesting. In the last seed, Fudge blinded into a new zone, and that ended up essentially winning him the race. Oh, he can't. No, you can't go down there, Fudge. Okay, so Cheese making
Fudge
the same blind,
no.
but with bombs and speed, you can make it back from this. So Fudge is gonna have to loop back around, go through the sand pits, get his speed booster so that he has a return route from this Indiana Jones room.
Oh no, that's definitely feels bad.
Yep. Okay. Looks like Cheese.
Correct. Yes,
oh, that's
this is a
door.
mini boss.
Yeah, this is mini bosses. Oh, right, I didn't update that. That's my bad.
Finding another pack of power bombs. Was hoping that would be supers. Turned out not to be the case.
Oh, wow, okay. So there actually wasn't anything valuable. So that feels less bad for Fudge. But I think as soon as he finds speed, he's going to go back there.
Yeah, he's going to think the logical step is that way.
Yep.
Screw getting you through these Metroid rooms really kind of throws you off.
Yep. Screw getting you through the Metroid rooms, speed getting you to the item and back. It's just everything feels like it's pointing strongly that direction. It wasn't the progression, unfortunately.
I mean, maybe he'll decide to go check something else a little bit closer to find his supers.
Maybe, yeah. If he
It
gets
looks like he
supers
might.
first, that could pay off for him.
Ooh. That's not a place you want to be yet.
Nope. Yeah, that early death really cost Fudge a lot, and then Cheese has
Into
just had
Norfair.
slightly better routing because he went through the sand pits. Okay. More blinding into new zones.
Cheese about to pick up his spazer. I wonder if it's all going to come down to a Norfair again.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so I think Fudge right now desperately needs to find super missiles because both bombs and speed being in Sandpit tells me that's going to be our next progression step. Our progression is going to use one or both of those items. So, yeah, I think if the only way Fudge somehow brings it back here is finding supers before going back down for those, so he doesn't have to loop around whatever Cheese is doing.
Fudge just found Decora without speed.
Ooh,
Yikes.
That could be rough. And climb supers is another... Okay,
Charge beam's nice.
That's a nice find. It doesn't do anything for you in the short term, but it's good to have.
Yeah.
There is a scenario in which Cheese gets to the same location and then gets baited by Decora and it turns out to be nothing. But
I think Map's down that direction though.
Oh,
Map for Norfair.
Yeah, that's really rough.
Good gate glitch there though. First try.
Okay. Another high five.
Cheese is right on. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, Map is down there. Decora is definitely going to lead down that direction. Also, Cheese has a lot more health, so like, I mean, yeah, if Fudge had somehow gotten speed, he would have also gotten that health. But yeah, that makes the spark up Decora extra safe because you have 3 tanks. You can technically do that spark on 99 without high jump. If you do like a bunch of like really clean wall jumps and then barely make it past the blocks, but yeah, you really want at least a tank of health before trying that shine spark.
Sorry, our tracker was a little bit off there.
Okay.
Thank you, Syneth, for pointing that out.
Oh, Croc, you're right. It's not BT. Yeah, it's my bad. So yeah, that's 2 objectives located, actually. Yeah.
Doing the infinite bomb jump to get to the map here in Norfair. Let's see what we got. Looks like a whole 2 majors way out in the distance.
Ooh.
Oh, and the third one. Oh yeah, that was just charge.
Yeah, the third one we already got. That was charge.
Does he make the choice? Oh, can't. Yeah, he can. Does he make the choice to go all the way over for those though?
Where were they? Were they west or east? I didn't see.
Way west, northwest.
You absolutely go for those. You have gravity. You have that save. You absolutely do that. They also need supers though. I could, yeah, actually, I think it makes sense to check for supers here. Yeah, because we're out.
Yeah, we are.
We're only 16 minutes in. It feels a lot longer than that, but we're 16 minutes in with no supers. Okay, Fudge finally checking the sandpit. It's gonna get the bad news that speed booster and bombs are here the whole time. if this is... I can assume that this is an X over here that they're going for. I don't know why else they would be making this detour. Cheese and Nito.
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
this is power bombs, I'm guessing they'll just revert. Double revert even. Maybe. Okay, so that is bombs and speed. Fudge. This is a double item too. This could even be double supers if they're lucky. Missiles and power bombs. Yep, there's the revert.
Where?
But there might be
are
other X's they were gonna
supers?
check. That's a very good question. Wanderer was hungry. Well, that's unfortunate for our runners. Okay, this is... Oh, they're checking this major first before reverting. I guess I get it. I still think it's kind of strange to just do this instead of reverting the other way. Yep, Cheese was going for a deboost, and Nito's like, no, just hold forward. Yeah, if you try to deboost this, you will take a double hit pretty much every time. You really want to get the run speed so you can jump across.
I actually wasn't aware that you take a double hit from trying to deboost off those.
Yeah. Well, it's not that deboosting hits you twice, it's that you don't, like, the deboost burns enough of your iframes that by the time you can run again, you can't build up momentum. So holding forward is more efficient than your typical deboost where you like get a lot of distance from it. You need to get on, like, land on the spikes as quickly as possible so you can.
Hey, we found
There's
our
our
supers.
Okay, suddenly this is looking
Things are a
slightly
lot.
better. Yeah,
Things
it's
are
looking better for
a lot
for
more
Fudge
interesting.
now. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Cheese and Nito peaked that before going down the sand pit, and they never looped back around. I think we all forgot about it. But that's a very, like, strong use for speed booster.
Looks like we're getting our first objective taken care of here.
Yep. Oh, could they not get to the majors? Maybe they were super locked.
Yeah, looks like Seneth was saying metal pirates are blocking them. Northwest of N.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, we don't have Varia. So yeah, now Cheese needs to make his way back up to Batu and Hall, which is, it's a difficult check to remember at this point. They can do Spore Spawn, just like Fudge. Fudge might also go back for Decora Room, though, because there are those other two majors. And they don't have the Norfair map. And that Spore Spawn done for Fudge. Yeah, looks like Cheese is making a dive for map. Hopefully, for Cheese's sake, they'll find some super missiles up here, but we already know where one set of super missiles are, so the odds of there being more is a little bit low. It's not impossible, but... Okay, we got an item here, more missiles. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's just an overlook from Cheese and Nito. Okay, Frog Speedway. That's gonna make Cheese and Nito feel like they're on the right path. But if they don't find supers, not gonna do much for them.
Yeah, they need a desperate bailout here.
Yep. Map is good. Map is good. Maybe they'll find Fantoon. They don't need Fantoon though. It is not Fantoon. Okay, so they're gonna see the X above Aqueduct now. Double major, they can get those. Okay, this is good. This is really good.
If that's a super up there, that's really good for them.
Yeah. Even if it's not a super, they haven't wasted time on this. Because Fudge is also going to go for this map and he's also going to see these 2 majors. So the fact that they didn't get blocked by supers on this path is huge for them. And now they're going to get the information of the X above Aqueduct, which is going to point them back that direction. Yeah, the fact that there were no green doors on this path is kind of huge for Cheese. X-ray. And space. Space is good. That speeds up your movement. So
By far,
yeah.
space is one of my favorites.
And supers, that's it. Okay. So
nice.
That's a win for Cheese. That ended up being the best route they could have had. After not finding the supers in Aqueduct. Now, we're going to see what these majors are in Norfair because Fudge should be able to get these on the first pass.
What would you want to see up here if it was you running?
Varisuit is the obvious one.
Mm-hmm.
And either Ice or Plasma, I think. Because with double suit, you can do almost everything, and then you're just looking for better end game solutions.
Right.
Plasma makes GT and Mother Brain GT free and makes Mother Brain doable. Ice gives you a good Zeb skip. Yeah. Seeing both runners, I think Fudge really kind of needs this to be Varia. Because that helps, like, that means it's something Cheese is going to have to double back for. Maybe not have to, but you're really going to want to. Because, yeah, GT is the Ridley replacement, so to speak, where, like, if you don't get Varia, you have to work a bit harder on gathering resources to make that boss fight happen. Once you do get Varia, it's kind of free, but you still definitely need some resources for that fight. Okay, we're gonna get a tank and maybe more ammo here. Nah, just missiles. It is ammo, but not the good kind.
Yeah, you got up to your 30 that you need for MB
Yeah.
tank.
Oh, yeah. Fudge didn't save at Coliseum this time around, so he has to walk it back. He's having a gate glitch and struggling a bit with it this time. I think he got it first try last time, but not quite so fortunate this time.
Oh, come on, 3.
Come on, you can do it.
Come on.
I genuinely don't know how you do this with a SpongeBob sprite. It feels weird. But I'm pretty sure, like, Fudge just mains the SpongeBob sprite, so he's probably used to it. Oh, taking a wrong turn. Oops. Croc Speedway is a nice shortcut back for Cheese.
There you go, Fudge. Good job.
Oh, right. It wasn't a wrong turn. He was just getting more ammo. Duh. He had to reload the room. All right, we're back at Coliseum. Cheese will have a mild advantage when he gets back to this room because he can just space jump across. But with Gravity Suit, you can still do it, no trouble. Oh! Fun fact! This is not in logic with Fudge's equipment. Because in medium, you're expected to have high jump to get around the 2-tile ledge. You have to wall jump around that. And without high jump, I believe that's not in medium logic. Which makes me think this is going to be beams. Because that would make these things one-way reach. Well, never mind. Metal Pirates might change that. I don't know. I really don't. Oh, that's bad for Fudge. He only got 2 supers. He has the ammo, but he's got to be very careful here. Come on, Fudge. Got it. Nice.
Nice. Woo!
Very,
Sweat for a little bit there.
Yeah, because he also missed a super. That was very good, keeping a cool head and getting that fight done. All right, first West Major for Fudge. What is it? Has a Spore Spawn done for Cheese. And we get Various Suit. That's
Varia.
exactly what Fudge wanted to see. That is the major you want to see out here. There, Various Suit. It's also a little
Spring
strange.
ball for
Spring ball,
these.
okay. It's a little strange to see Various Suit behind Metal Pirates. Oh, actually, I didn't even see this major over here, or this room over here. This 3 Musketeers. This would have made it very much not in logic if you didn't get Varia over here. So that could incentivize Cheese to check other things first and hope to find Varia before coming back. This is getting very interesting all over again. So we'll see. Cheese is headed south. Grapple beam for Fudge. Cheese is headed south, so he might be going back for North Fair still. He is. Okay. Yep. Yeah. When you know those majors are there, it's definitely sensible to go for them. The only thing that makes this feel bad is because you have 3 Musketeers in the way. But Cheese showed he's comfortable enough doing that room without Various Suit as long as you have Screw Attack. They don't have Crystal Flash option now, so it would be kind of rough going for that major, but it's doable. So it does make sense. But again, they're gonna find Varia just the same as Fudge did. That's gonna be very helpful. Were there any bosses in Bryn?
Besides...
Right, yeah, that's where Spore Spawn and Croc
Yeah.
were. So, yeah. Yeah. If we assume that Fudge goes back for map here in Bryn, I think Cheese is in the lead because they're just going to be covering the same ground. Oh, okay, Cheese is in the same spot Fudge was. Missile time. You need to hit 6. Nice.
Gets the super restore on the second one.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Fudge and Cheese high-fiving really quickly here. Both players have the same number of objectives done. So if Fudge happens to just skip the rest of Brinstar and not even go for that map, you could argue they're even here. Maybe Fudge slightly ahead, but I think Fudge is just gonna go for that map now, which is gonna burn some time and collecting a few other extra majors, which we know are Spring Ball and Space Jump, which after we have Double Suit aren't that impactful, but I think he's gonna go for them regardless.
I know I would. I don't like leaving information behind.
Yep. Like, this is one of those situations where, like, what I call your go mode threshold changes a lot about how you play a seed. Because for some players, if you get double suit, you're just like, okay, I need to find bosses. I don't care about majors. I can just finish the game on this. Also, I'm pretty sure Cheese picked up charge, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. So yeah, some runners will say like, I have charge, I have a beam, I would love other beams, but I don't need them. If those majors are too far, I'm just not gonna go for them. Which I think Spring Ball is the only real one that was out of the way. Grab a beam for Cheese. Yep.
Well,
Cheese
all you
taking that E10 for a
Spazer
refill.
levels, all you Spazer lovers out there, enjoy it while it lasts. The longest you're gonna see Spazer for a while. Ooh, right into Dre. He's got grapple, so he could make the quick kill if he actually has to. I don't remember what was through here.
Yeah, judging that Cheese didn't do it, I don't think Fudge is gonna need to. All right. Now Cheese has to decide where to go next. There's a Meridia connector down there, which Fudge did not take, interestingly.
I thought Fudge peeked it, but got blocked.
Oh, maybe.
And I think it was speed block too, because Fudge didn't have speed first visit to Norfair.
I don't think he... Oh, there's a Meridia connector over there too. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, right. So Meridia is connected to both Norfair and Bryn, is what we're seeing. It was the Indiana Jones room. Okay, Fudge gonna get the map, and then he's gonna get Space Jump and X-Ray here. And then we'll see if he goes for the other major that's far off, up past Spore Spawn. Okay, yeah, so the Spring Ball wasn't really a time loss for Cheese at all, because he was able to just go up there after Spore Spawn. X-Ray and Space. All right, so we're even on equipment and bot. Well, not quite. Spring Ball still. Fudge does not have, but otherwise we're even on equipment. 2 more majors, likely 3 more majors. So 2 of them are guaranteed to be beams. So I definitely would take these as a Cheese and Nito team. Yeah, and even the one that's not a beam is going to be high jump if they're not all beams. So like every single one of these majors is worth it, I think, at this point. They all make Mother Brain easier.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think I saw any objectives yet, so we're still looking for GT and Botwoon. We've located Croc. I don't know if we found a path to him yet. First up for Cheese is Wave Beam. Ironically, the worst of the 4 that it could have been.
It always happens.
Which still is not bad. It just everything else he could have had is slightly better. Like maybe you could argue high jump is worse, but it still makes a lot of things easier and faster.
Especially the nerf jump thing.
Yep.
That drives me nuts.
We do still have speed booster, yep. Like after playing Map Rando for a year and a half. No, it's close to 2 years now. Is it?
Ooh, there you go. That's what you wanted to see. Well, which would you have rather wanted to see, plasma or ice? Of those two, which would you think is better? Since you already have wave.
Yeah. In the short term, I would say ice. Just because a Zeb skip, you don't have enough ammo to make up for a Zeb skip. If I had like 20 supers, I would say plasma. Because that makes everything easier. And I can just ammo the Zebs and still kill Mother Brain really quickly. But yeah, Ice Beam gives you a Zeb skip, which on its own is quite powerful. But you also don't need a Zeb skip till the end of the game, so it's like, eh?
Yeah, we're still looking for other things. Chances are we'll run into something.
Yep. I don't think we've seen Mother Brain yet. That's another thing. It's like, if you could see Mother Brain and confirm that there is a runway, then I don't really care about ice anymore.
That's true.
And it looks like, they are just leaving. Unless they collected a third major that I didn't see. I totally could have missed that.
No, I don't think so. We haven't seen C, have we?
I don't think so. This is my third race to be doing stuff for today, so I'm definitely hitting the point where it's hard to keep track. Okay, Fudge going up Pants Room. This might be the route to Croc. It is our... Yep,
it is,
okay,
yep.
Our Torian entrance as well. So this is definitely the path toward progression. He doesn't have the beams that Cheese picked up, so he's gonna have a slightly slower Croc fight, slower GT if he locates it. But because Cheese didn't find any objectives down in Meridia, that could just be lost time. Those beams make up a lot of time in the fights, but they might not make up more than what Cheese had to spend to get them. They might not pay for themselves, as it were. Okay, well,
yeah.
Cheese is on his heels, though, so it's not really gonna matter.
Things aren't looking too good here for Fudge.
Yep.
But hey, that just means game 3!
Exactly! Things aren't looking good for Fudge, but they're looking great for chat, because chat might just get a game 3.
Yeah, that GT fight's gonna be the deciding factor here, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Because if Fudge can get lucky with some good...
Everyone get used
Okay,
to
I can admit I've never seen somebody do that before. That was wild.
There's some shenanigans you can do with Croc. I've never bothered because I'm always scared of just, like, I don't know, infinite damage loop and chain damage into death. I don't know if that's actually a thing that can happen, but I'm a scaredy boy. I'm a coward.
I didn't even know that was possible. Just riding Croc's head all the way to the acid.
Okay. Yeah, so I think Cold Slayer is confirming they did leave behind a major in Norfair. So either ice or high jump is waiting in is behind in Norfair somewhere, but it's not strictly needed to finish the game by any stretch. It might cause you some problems on Mother Brain just because of Zeb skip, but yeah, high jump isn't really needed. It just saves you time is all. And I didn't see how far away it was. It might have just been like, yeah, that's far away. High jump and ice both save time, but not the amount of time it takes to go out of our way for it. Ooh. Good thing you remember that super drop. Ooh, another one. Nice. Super drop from a Poyo, I feel like, is not that common. It might be. I know the pancakes have like a 24% drop rate for supers, so.
And a pack on the other side.
Nice.
Do you need any more energy there, Cheese?
Yes. All of it. All of it. All the energy. He's not at 14 plus 4 yet. He needs more. Croc and ship and wreck ship.
All are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
and
tanks up there.
Also notable that I didn't see what happened to Fudge, but Cheese got to the map first. I think Fudge might have just gone the wrong way without pausing.
Yeah.
So Cheese is cleanly in the lead now. Even after the Croc kill, he was like slightly behind, but yeah, with that miss route toward the map, Cheese is just in the lead.
Is Cheese's audio a little bit off sync for you?
Yes. By like a second. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that for a while. I just wasn't sure if it was like noticeable or not.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like I think maybe what was happening is it kept making me doubt whether I'm listening to Cheese's audio or Fudge's. But yeah, no, it's definitely out of sync. Let's switch to Fudge, just for fun. All right. Cheese went to Criteria first. It looks like Fudge is going wreck ship first. We'll see which one pays off. So again, we've been saying Cheese is clearly in the lead, but let's say Botwoon and GT are both in wreck ship, and Criteria has nothing. That would put Fudge back in the lead, ever so slightly. Well, it might not be slight, depending on how things play out. Yeah. Oh, Fudge is also collecting ammo because he doesn't have plasma.
That is true.
Which is totally valid. GT, when you have to farm, is significantly slower than GT when you can just spam supers in his face. I don't know. I didn't see if Cheese saved either. I feel like they would have, but it's possible they're just like, we have what we need, just go. We'll walk it back if we have to and hope for a save in Criteria.
I mean, there's not much that you're really going to be afraid of at this point in the game.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
7 E-tanks, both suits. Nothing can block you necessarily.
Yeah. What I'm afraid of is Criteria having nothing and having to walk it back. That's what I'm afraid of.
That's true.
But there are moments in map rando racing where the decision to save or not save, the value of it depends very much on the player. Because, like, we're talking about the situation with Criteria and not saving before going into Criteria and having to potentially walk it all back. That's a big time loss. But if your movement is really good, it becomes less of a time loss. So, like, the faster you can move through an area and check a bunch of things, like, the less you have to worry. Oh! Both runners finding a map that looks like Fantoon. But I think...
Who's it gonna be?
I think it's Cheese. I think that might have been a right-facing map for Fudge, actually. But it is.
Oh, yeah, right. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Fantoon. Cheese has the ability to microwave this. If Criteria has no objectives, that's a little scary for Cheese.
Yeah, this will definitely give Fudge quite a bit of time to catch up here and take off with.
Ooh, that's an awkward. That might work.
Nope.
Nope. Yep. So yeah, Cheese got stuck between two strats. If you don't jump there, then Fantoon will come from the top of the screen after he goes off screen. If you do jump there, he comes straight across the bottom. So like a lot of people will just angle up.
Oh no. Rex ship was the one with nothing.
Yep. Fudge is the one getting the short end of the stick, unfortunately.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. But yeah, Cheese was angling up for that microwave when Fantoon was coming from the bottom. So my guess is like Cheese had his own strat, and then Nito tried to talk him through the correct strat, and then Cheese just did a combination of things that
both
just
at
didn't
once.
work. Yeah, and it just didn't work. Mother Brain, I saw GT. I didn't spot Batoon, but he's probably here.
He's gotta be. Did we ever get Meridian map?
Yes. That's where our majors were. So what we've seen, Torian Rex ship, we've seen Criteria now, we've seen Bryn, we've seen Norfair.
Yeah, so I think he's gotta be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cup holder saying here. Left side has Batoon.
Cool. Yep. So barring some like ridiculously optimal routing and movement by Fudge, this is Cheese's race to lose. Fortunately, Fudge did take the pivot save before going into Rex ship, so he was able to revert back, and now he's going into Criteria. We've got a baby room here.
Fudge is gonna have to fight Fantoon though with no microwave.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but it's definitely going to cost him some time.
Yeah, it's a time loss, yeah. Yeah, this plasma is paying dividends for Cheese right now. Because you're able to microwave Fantoon. Oh, that's baby into GT, I just realized. Like, if you're practiced at the setup, this is not bad, but like it can go really wrong really fast if you mess up.
I think he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it. Fight's over.
Not getting too many of the double hits, but that's all right.
Yeah. This beam does enough damage. You don't you want the double hits for optimization, but you don't need it by any stretch.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, Fudge also checking for Fantoon. Gonna be the bottom door next to the map. All right, that's another objective down for that one. One more to go. And you can also microwave Batoon. Yeah.
Oh, Fudge's audio's slightly off too. Interesting.
It is interesting. I wonder if it's synced up on this restream, maybe. I seem to remember that being a problem, a thing that's happened before, where for us on Discord it's off, but then on the stream it's correct, maybe.
Okay. Oh, Senna's saying it's not.
Okay.
Ooh, just missing the Doppler. Yeah, I knew that jump was a little bit early. Yikes.
Yeah, I guess it never occurred to me just how good Plasma is on these settings. Because you can microwave Batoon, you can one-shot Croc, you can deal with GT extremely fast, and as long as you have something on top of Plasma, you can one-shot Spore Spawn. Like, Plasma is actually incredibly valuable on these settings.
Mm-hmm.
Spatoon dead for Cheese. All that's left is Mother Brain. I saw Mother Brain, but I forgot the connecting room. There might be a runway, but you would have to have a pretty good short charge to hit it if there was. Does Cheese know where ship is? Yes.
Where was ship again?
It was in Torian? Yeah. It was right next to the wreck ship entrance, which we got on the map.
Fudge not too far behind here, actually.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, he's down the 2 bosses, but they're right here.
Yep.
It's just a matter of not having
the
Plasma.
Bottom of Red Tower. Depending on how good your short charges are, that is enough runway for a speed Zeb skip. But
I've even gone so far as to use the room next to Red Tower in that case.
Yeah. Well, short charging through multiple door transitions can be really hard. So, like, I would put that on the same difficulty as doing it from the bottom, depending on how much. Well, even with runway, because like when you have to go through more than
Ridley.
2 rooms, you like
that.
bonk the door. Like if you build up too much speed, you will just bonk the door on the other side, and then you won't get your short charge. Oh, that is Ridley. You're right. So no short charge from there. So, but Cheese has been collecting a lot of missiles. He's trying the short charge. See if he gets it, and if he bails, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
he's just that's
he's
fair.
Just bailing. Yeah, with all the missiles you've collected, I think this is a very reasonable play. If you save like 18 missiles and 3 supers, you're fine.
I think he's gonna have more than enough.
It's gonna be no. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Not if he switches.
Oh, okay. He's got just enough. He like if he only uses missiles, that's just enough. So he's good. Don't miss a bunch.
Come on, turret, be nice.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
Because the super missile in this context is worth like 6 missiles. So yeah, he could have missed a lot of missiles and still been fine. You just couldn't afford to miss the super if he did miss too many missiles. 24 shots. Everyone in chat, get your escape timer guesses in. We are currently in Criteria. Criteria is connected to Torian, and Torian loops around a little bit to have ship next to the wreck ship connector. 4 minutes? Nah.
Nah.
Cheese audio, you're right.
I'm gonna say 220.
220? I'm gonna say 150. Okay, Fudge taking the safe route to GT. Not going right to left through baby. $55! Wow.
Wow!
That is a very short timer. Like, I didn't think it was going to be terribly long. Yeah, the fact that the Mother Brain left side came out next to the Criteria entrance is what...
Yeah, that's really true.
Short. Yeah.
Ooh, doing
the
short...
front of Mother Brain took a lot longer.
Doing the charge strat with GT here, not even bothering trying to farm.
Yeah, this is a slow fight. Spays are only as slow on this.
Nice super drops. Got him.
And get your GGs in chat for iamthecheese234. done. Nope. Nope. Score is not 2. There we go. All right, well, you know what that means, chat. Cheese wins, which means chat wins, because we get a game 3. We're going to have to spin a magic wheel to randomize between the remaining 3 game modes. That is Chozo objectives, Pirate objectives, and Metroid objectives. We're going to see one of those 3 for game 3. We're going to take a minute to take a break and get set up for game 3, and we will see you on the other side. Hello, Speed Gaming. Welcome back to a game 3 of our very exciting series between iamthecheese234 and FudgeFiddle, or FudgeFiddle and iamthecheese234 if you prefer. Yeah, this is, again, like I said, game 3. This is our upper bracket round 3 of our Super Metroid Map Randomizer Mentor Tournament, our first ever Mentor Tournament. Yeah, winner of this goes on to winners semifinals, actually. No, yes, semifinals. There will be, after this round, there will be 4 people left in the upper bracket, and then after that round, there will be 2 people left in the upper bracket. So this is a pretty high stakes race. And both runners have definitely shown us some really good stuff. It's been very exciting to watch. Really looking forward to this game 3. Joining me on commentary is True Keyblade. How you feeling about this race, Keyblade?
It's definitely going to be a good one. These racers have given us quite a show already.
Yeah, for game 3, we spun the wheel. We have 5 categories in this tournament that our runners can choose from with different objectives. For game 1, we had item draft with boss objectives. For game 2, we had, I already forgot, mini bosses. And so that left pirate objectives, Metroid objectives, and Chozo objectives. We spun the wheel to randomize between the 3, and it landed on pirate objectives. So our runners have to complete Kraid Pirates, or mini Kraid Pirates, whatever you want to call them, Pit Room, Plasma Pirates, and Metal Pirates. Notably, for Plasma Pirates, you do need a way to kill them. That is either Plasma Beam or Screw Attack normally. You can also get the job done with Speed Booster if your short charges are really good. You can also use Pseudo Screw Attack with Charge Beam if you have enough health to tank all the hits. But that is one of the harder rooms to solve in these settings. Metal Pirates is also up there, but both of these runners showed in Game 2 that they're more than competent on doing the Metal Pirates fight with low health and just super missiles. That's bombs for both of our runners now. I believe they also got Space Jump too. Yeah, Space Jump was right behind Morph, if I recall.
Yep, got it. My bad.
All good.
There we go. Ooh, just barely dodging that little ghosty.
Ooh. Okay, this is West Cack Alley. Notably, this is not in logic. But it should be doable. This is a pretty short runway, but you should be able to cross room jump this to get up. And it is the map,
a little bit
so
of trouble
it is
with this.
absolutely worth it. Yeah, both runners having to take a few tries. That looks like a good one from Cheese.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Okay. So Fudge demonstrating the correct way to do this when your runway is short. So Cheese got a pretty late jump and ended up bonking his head. Fudge got pretty much the same jump, but did a turnaround as he was about to bonk his head. That's what we call an uninterruptible animation. So it just kind of slips past any collision that's not like just directly in your face. So yeah, Cheese getting that turnaround as well with some coaching from Nito, presumably. So both runners have the map. West Ocean has 2 majors. We need supers to get there. We also have access to Meridia. So that might be our path forward. You can also get a tank from west of
looks like
Indiana
we're gonna
Jones.
need. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Supers are definitely what we need here, I think. Okay, let me try to sync up our racers here real quick. Looked like Fudge was maybe a second and a half ahead on his timer. Try that. Pretty
That's
close.
about right. Yeah.
Yeah. It might be off by like 1/10 of a second, but I can't be bothered to be that picky right now.
You've already done so much for this tournament as is. I don't blame you in the slightest.
Right, Fudge gonna save. Yeah, he's saving a little time there by doing the jump. He has bombs, and he still needs to use the bomb to break the block at the top, so you're saving one bomb jump essentially by doing that jump. But it's swag. That's the important part. It's cool. It's like 3 frames. Okay, Fudge is the first one into Meridia with Cheese close behind. Got 2 doors we can check safely. Naturally, Fudge going for the first one on his path. We have Gauntlet. That is doable with our current loadout, but it's slow and dangerous. But there is an item over there. And health. Yep, that's Gauntlet. Gauntlet is the progression. So, with bombs, you can get through most of the breakable blocks. All of them, technically. But at the end, there's a pretty dangerous spot where you have to break some blocks and roll through a tunnel before the acid catches up to you. So you definitely want to save at least 1 power bomb for that. She's actually not taking the refill, the health refill. Or maybe he just didn't go down to that door.
I don't think he went down to the door.
Yeah, which oddly enough is a time loss. I would have done the same thing because I'm just like, there's an item over there. I want that. And yeah, unfortunately for Cheese, Fudge decided to bail, go for the other door, and it ended up being the health refill that makes this a little bit safer.
There's our supers we were looking for.
Yep. And I think you just leave because we saw like 2 majors that supers gives us access to. So I would just take the supers and bail. Don't even go through the door.
Okay.
Yep. She's
choosing to do the same thing. Yep.
Yep. Acid cycles can be really annoying here, though. Okay, looks like he'll make it through with plenty of time. And you've already broken half the blocks, so you can get through now with minimal time loss. Although he might be regretting now not breaking the top blocks while he had the chance. Careful, that slope is treacherous. You try to space jump and the slope says no. All right, Fudge, first one back to Norfair. Farming a little bit here in Red Tower. Our first major is going to be at Bomb Torizo. And it is X-Ray.
X-Ray.
Okay, this will be interesting. Like, this is a 2-shot boss fight. It's not slow. However, there is a world where Cheese might decide, he might see X-Ray and decide, I'm not going to pick that up because I don't want to deal with this fight. And that could be a time save. We'll see.
What do we got here?
Sky Missiles is... We don't know yet.
High jump.
Okay. High jump to me mostly says water movement. There are a few other things it could be, but because no, we already have space jump, so anywhere you can use space jump, high jump isn't going to be uniquely useful, I would say. Also, good on Fudge not dropping down. GT being the return route is very nasty on this loadout. So what water rooms have we seen where high jump would be useful? We do have Brinstar up here that we haven't checked yet.
That's where we came in.
Oh, is it?
No, it wasn't.
No.
I remember seeing somebody up here, and I thought that's where we came in from.
Okay, map is pretty close though, so that's convenient. Yeah, this room is a good excuse for high jump because you can get up to the top with that, which you otherwise could not without something like either tube jump or a crossroom jump. Bowling. Hello. 2 items here. One we can get, the other we can peek if you're willing to burn the power bomb in the time for it.
At 10, I would.
Yeah.
Just
it is a missile. Yep. Also, it's much nicer to peek this when the power is off, because you don't have to fight the robots or the spikes on the way up. Oh, that's really interesting. I just parsed the layout here. It's possible that fan tune is like soft required for this map. Because, well, no, never mind. That was the bottom door of bowling. So yeah, I don't know how you get to this map then. I think you have to go like up and around. So Nito and Cheese notably ignoring the bottom door and saying, we just got high jump. What's that for? We're gonna go up this tube. And just like that, they're caught up. And the only thing they skipped is a missile pack in bowling for it. Although I'm a little surprised that they didn't just go down for map, but in the short term, at least, this is working out for them.
Mm-hmm. Unknowns to
there.
them.
Yep. I'm a little disappointed we didn't see Cheese. Maybe Fudge did. I'm a little disappointed we didn't see Cheese use X-ray to see what that item was in Cathedral. One of the few very useful uses for X-ray scope as intended. Okay, we have space jump, so going across X-ray hall would make sense, and Cheese is going for it. Meanwhile, Fudge is just looping around, checking other doors, going up the elevator.
We find ourselves in Torian.
Ooh, interesting. We blindin'. The map up there, it's kind of far away. But we got Big Pink. This is dangerous. Right? No, never
No,
mind. No, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I misread the doors they went through. Speed booster for Fudge.
Oh, and Var. Ooh.
Whoa, okay. That's kind of huge. However,
Cheese just made it into Torian via another entrance.
Okay, that's good for Cheese. I was gonna say, if this is another race where Fudge blinds his own and Cheese doesn't, and just gets a massive advantage for it, that's gonna be so depressing for Cheese. But they both found Torian just from different entrances, so Cheese will eventually find Big Pink. Might take a little longer than they'd like, but they'll get there. Okay, we have Coliseum with no grapple, so that's not really going to be super feasible. Possible, yes. Fun? No. Always going for it. He's going for the Metroid freeze.
He got it.
Wow, nice. I kind of forgot he had high jump. Also,
we got
yeah.
Great Pirates done here on Cheese's side.
Blinding into an objective, that's good. That I don't know if it completely offsets the various suit, but it helps offset the advantage that Fudge got from taking that particular entrance. Okay, space jump gets you across lava grapple tunnel without too much trouble. Not even a tank of damage with that space jump.
Ooh.
Okay, this is fine.
That's always fun.
I think this goes back. Oh, he's turning around.
Oh no,
Because that
that
goes
probably
directly
led
into
right
Big
into
Pink.
Big Pink.
It
Yup.
did.
Oh
That's a feels
no.
bad. Hopefully they'll find another entrance.
I think he's
We
going in for a refill and gonna give it
Okay.
another go.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. You second guess yourself and then you're scared to go for it. I get that. That makes sense.
Oh, please take the door. Do another
No, no, I
refill.
don't think
He's gonna
yeah,
turn
he's leaving.
around.
He's leaving.
No. Cheese, go
This
on.
this isn't terrible though. If he finds the other Torian entrance, it works out just fine, I think. It would have been better to just commit to going through that Croc escape room, but this could work out just fine as well, because he got the objective and now he's leaving. Whereas, Fudge is gonna have to find another path around to that objective because the Croc escape was the one way. So I think I think Fudge might actually just have to make the long trip around to do the same thing Cheese already did.
Yeah.
Spazer for Fudge. Yeah, there is no path to get from this part of Torian to the other part of Torian. You have to go through Bryn. So, Cheese with the optimal routing here. Unfortunately, not making full use of it because he wasn't brave enough to go through Croc Escape, which is understandable, but... Oh,
Ooh!
Cheese. Cheese, be careful.
Cheese!
Cheese, no!
No!
Okay. Oh, they don't have supers anymore. Oh, that's a rough death. That's a really rough one. Yeah, those spikes hurt on no suits. They do 60 damage per hit. And gravity for Fudge. Okay, Fudge is in a really good spot right now. I think at this point we have to hope that Cheese just finds the other Norfair entrance. But even then, that death puts him far enough back. This is really bad.
This sent him like almost back to
Yeah.
the beginning.
This does explain the hesitation of going through Croc Escape, because they probably knew their save was pretty far back. Unfortunately, just playing it safe got them killed in X-Ray Hall. Which was a real big feels bad. Okay. I don't mind this play from Cheese's perspective. Just be like, hey, we tried another path. It didn't really pan out the way we wanted, so we just continue into Meridian, hope for something else. Cut your losses and hope that this is a better path forward. Which, it could even work out for them. Unfortunately, we know the suits are in the other direction, but you could still find something that helps, like, swing it a little bit, or helps make up for your lost time. Like if there's an objective over here, okay, well, they found Batuin E-Tank, or Batuin Hallway, rather. Yeah, we're gonna check Mickey Mouse. I don't know that they're gonna make it out with the item, but we'll see what it is. Supers, yeah, you just leave. Okay. They got a little bit of information. They know Ice Beam gets you progress through here, which could be bad if they get Ice Beam and come back here and then just go further away from Gravity and Varia.
Do they have high jump anymore? I don't think they do.
Ooh. Where was high jump? Can't remember now. Oh, Cheese. Oh, careful. Okay. No, I don't think they do have high jump. Yeah, because high jump got you to ice, and we needed supers to get to high jump. Yep. So no X-ray either. Yeah, that death put them so far back. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, that's awful. Wow, where are the missile drops?
None for you. All right. That's a dead
Ooh,
croc.
cheese. Be careful.
Croc
Oof.
did nothing wrong.
Skipping X-ray this time at BT.
Yep. I think it's the right play here.
Got the high jump back.
I didn't see what the map was, but I'm a little confused how this croc would be necessary. Because it looks like it just loops back to Big Pink. Unless they came down to one way to get here. I don't feel like this would have been the faster path. Maybe it was.
For getting what again?
Croc. Like,
Yeah.
why was it necessary to go through Croc? Just to loop back to here? Like, they must have gone through a one-way or just decided it was a faster path. No,
Yep,
I
ice
don't.
missiles.
Is it? Okay.
Ice.
Yeah,
Well,
ice skates.
could they have taken metal pirates back?
Probably. I don't know. I didn't get a long enough look at the map to be sure. Okay. So Cheese is now back to the other entrance to Bryn. They're gonna find their speed, they're gonna find their Varia, and then their map, and then they're gonna get the bad news of what progress they lost and what they could have done instead. Yeah, Fudge is in a clear lead right now. Oh wait, no, it's Torian is where the other stuff was. Man, yeah. They were sent so far back. Okay, Fudge now is gonna take the entrance that gets you to the Kraid Pirates. Yep, now Cheese is checking the missiles. Yeah, all the things that Cheese skipped that ended up working out for him, he's going back for now, which is really, really unfortunate. Because we know progress is in the other direction. Alright, so what objectives are left? Plasma Pirates and Pit Room. Currently, speed is the only solution that Fudge has for Plasma Pirates. I think if there's a way back into this, it's gonna revolve around something like that, where maybe Fudge doesn't find the solution and Cheese happens to stumble across Plasma or Screw Attack. Or maybe Cheese is practiced on the speed kill and Fudge isn't. Some combination of those kind of things could be a way for Cheese to bring this back a little bit, but he is definitely playing from a strong deficit here. Fudge can do a 17 tile short charge. Yeah, okay, well that's out the window then. There's Wave Beam.
Well, there's charge.
Oh, was it charge? Okay, I saw
Yeah,
Beam.
it was charge.
Okay, and I thought I saw Wave, but I guess not.
And he's got the E-tanks. He can definitely do the pseudo screw.
Yeah, on double suit, it's like I think 40 damage per hit. So it's really not bad because you only need to take 4 hits, even if you're not doing the speed.
Bam, plasma. That would be funny.
That would be hilarious. I mean, this is looking like kind of a jet seed for Fudge.
For sure.
Still a little iffy on the mother brain damage, but you have 2 beams and you have charge. Like this is doable. It's a really slow fight.
Well, let's see how many majors we got here in Brinstar. One
We
down a
have
pit.
Ship.
And that's it.
Yep. Okay. Cheese is finally in Big Pink. Gonna find their speed booster and Variasuit and feel
This is gonna
really
be
bad.
a big feels bad. Yep.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna see they were
man.
1 room away. All they had to do was go through that door and they would have found all this stuff.
And Varia.
That's a real feels bad. Oh. You hate to see it. Yep. Yep, yeah, I think they know they're behind at this point.
I mean, what? Almost 5-minute deficit from the death, if not more.
At least.
Fudge looking to see what this major is down here. And it is Screw. That actually makes Plasma Pirates that much easier.
That's free pirates. Yeah, Wanderer, pretty much. Especially the more of these you play, yeah, when you see that, it's like, oh, I could have gone 1 more door and then I died. It's just like, it's possible your opponent did the same thing, but especially when there's another Taurian entrance, there's like 3 different ways your opponent could have just made a slightly different decision and be in a much better position. Not to mention how long you went without saving. It's just like, in that situation, you just always assume that your opponent didn't make the same mistakes.
He's almost losing his socks on that Metroid there.
Nice spark up to top right of Coliseum. We have space jumps, so going left is in logic. There's the map over there. Yeah, fortunately now that Cheese has Variasuit and is about to get Gravity Suit, that does help a bit in terms of, like, they can play more confidently now and move better, and, like, they shouldn't make any more tragic mistakes. And I think we have seen it a couple times where, like, Cheese just routed things better or, like, moved through stuff better and did stuff a little more quickly to catch up a lot or build a bigger lead. So they can definitely make up some ground here, but it's gonna take a lot for them to actually catch up and be even. Okay, Fudge checking this super missile in Meridia. And now, because Fudge has speed, gravity, and ice, he has multiple solutions for this Batoon hallway.
I think that's Cheese going through here. He doesn't have gravity yet.
Did I say Cheese? I meant Fudge. Yeah. Fudge is in Meridia next to Batoon hallway.
Oh.
And yeah.
The E-Tank? Batoon hallway with the E-Tank? Oh.
No. Batoon hallway is the room you need ice or speed for.
Gotcha.
It's the one with the Metroids, yeah. Batoon E-Tank is the name of the room with the E-Tank.
I'm terrible with names.
No, you're good. It's not as if they're like... The names can be definitely very confusing in a lot of situations. There's Spazer, Laser for cheese. Okay, Fudge is scanning his map for things. He got the Meridian map. I guess he didn't see much here. Oh, he's going down Mickey Mouse. And there's gravity.
There's the grav.
All right, so cheese is now fully equipped. So yeah, both runners at this point are pretty much just looking for objectives. Cheese would like to find charge for a Mother Brain solution, but they can do pretty much everything else in the video game.
Did Cheese ever get charge?
No, I don't believe so. Not
No,
yet.
I don't think so either. So he's still looking for a way to take down plasma pirates.
True. Yeah.
Unless he's comfortable with the speed strat.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't be, but that's just me.
I've worked with Cheese a few times. I don't recall how good he feels about his short charges. Okay, no super drop scams on this seed.
And takes care of Battle Pirates.
Yeah. Okay. I can see how. Yeah, Croc is the way back because otherwise it's Ice Gates. Yeah, you were right. Croc did nothing wrong. Okay, Fudge is back in Torian.
We still haven't seen C yet, have we?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm assuming they're just trying to make their way towards the top of the world then.
Notably, Fudge didn't find any objectives in all of his exploring. So, there's a world where Cheese just goes straight up to Criteria or wherever this is that Fudge is going. They'll be like worse off on equipment, but wreck ship, that's where
and W. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like if Cheese just decides to go straight for W, he'll kind of be caught up.
You're having a bit of a hard time with Croc here though.
Yeah, yep. Notable thing about Croc when he does his farming phase, the projectile patterns are always the same. So what you'll see a lot of people do as a mistake is they see the farm and then they try to jump and shoot as soon as Croc opens his mouth. You don't want to do that because the first projectile always goes straight forward and then the second one goes down and then the third one goes up. So what you want to do is wait for that first projectile to go over your head and then jump as the second projectile is coming directly at you so you get a clear shot at his mouth. Because if you jump immediately, your shot is gonna collide with the projectile, and then it's not gonna do any damage. But yeah, like this could turn into good routing for Cheese, if he decides to leave Kraid Pirates for later and just go up to wreck ship, and then come back for Kraid Pirates on your way back to Mother Brain from wherever you end up going.
Ooh, wave beam over in there. Looks like he's gonna go take it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you want the damage. Okay, there's a map. It's below Three Musketeers, so you're going to take the down door here. This is going to be Everest. Yep. And he knows this is Fantoon, so he's going immediately for the door on the right.
That's nuts how you can make a call like that. Mount
I've played
Everest?
this Rando a lot. Yeah, well, so the first thing is it's a down-facing hazard tape door. There are only 3 rooms that have those. They're all water rooms. Everest, Fish Tank, and then Oasis. So at that point, I've already seen the map on the far left. So Everest is a very convenient room that has a down door and goes directly left into a map. So that's how I guessed that one. It could have been Fish Tank and a weird loop to get to the map, but Everest was just the most likely room with that orientation of rooms.
Little bit more.
Yep. Okay.
Thinking like
Cheese,
another.
still a few minutes behind, but making his way in direct ship. So if the objectives are all here, that's good for Cheese. That means the time Fudge spent in the other zones is a bit of a time loss. Charge Beam is good, but that can be made up for with ammo.
That's a little iffy with this kind of count, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Cheese
he knows
also
Fantoon's
getting
here.
info. Yep. Nice crumble jump. Totally intentional. Oh, I like this. I like this. Do you see what he's doing? Do you see what Cheese is trying? Okay, he gave up. This is, to me, like the coolest reverse croc speedway you can do. So you can charge a spark up at the top of Edekuni tank, and you can drop down through the crumbles and then spark through the door. But yeah, he tried the short charge a couple times and gave up on it. That also tells me he probably isn't going to be comfortable. He might be with the short charge and plasma pirates. The difficult one is the first one, because if you miss, you're just face tanking a hit from that pirate. But you got enough health, you got double suits. You have a few tries. There's plasma beam. Oh, is this just... Oh, no, okay. Yeah. That reverse croc would have saved a little bit of time, but he made it over here anyways. While we were talking, we didn't look at the wreck ship map that Fudge got. Looks like plasma pirates are right here. So yeah, okay. So that means if Cheese makes it to here, then his plasma pirate solution will be right there. But again, look at this. Look at this. Look how close they are. Cheese is still down a Fantoon kill. But like they're almost in the same room. Yeah, Cheese has definitely the play to go to wreck ship has definitely brought Cheese back into this race a little bit. I didn't see, so that's Plasma Pirates done for Fudge. Pit room is not here, so we're going to Criteria, it looks like. There is a chance. Without Charge Beam, this is going to be tricky for Cheese, but there is a chance that he brings this back. Okay, map is right there. Not saving first is I could go either way on that. I like to save because you can just not have to wall jump all the way back up. But also the save itself costs time, so. It's a dead fan tune for cheese, and there's pit room. Yeah, okay. Yeah, with everything being this quick, unless there's just like a bunch of supers on the path, this is Fudge's game to lose. I mean, it's already Fudge's game to lose, but cheese just needs there to be a bunch of free ammo for this to be winnable because we know Charge Beam is not going to be here. Oh, and Cheese also have to loop back around for Kraid Pirates. Yeah. This is looking pretty GG's. Like it's still kind of close, but the longer it goes on, the harder it's going to be for Cheese to bring this back all the way. Plasma's good. That's what they want to see, but they're going to hunt these other majors and hope for charge, and it's just not going to be it. Because at 5 supers, you're definitely not thinking to play for ammo. So what is this other major? It has to be Spring or Grapple.
I just realized I've been muted for who knows how long.
Oh no. I was wondering, you've been awful quiet. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yep. Been there, done that. Oh, it's not as bad as the time where I was solo commentary and I think D-Rocky was tracking for me, but I was yapping on for a good like 10 minutes before D-Rocky comes into the call and says, "Oh, it seems like Words is a little busy right now, so I'll commentate instead." And it's like, and then I'm just like, dang it, I've been yapping for 10 minutes and no one heard me. Also, hi Dragon. Bye Dragon. Oh, is that the path to pit room?
Yeah.
That's kind of rough. Also, did Cheese grab the major at Three Musketeers? I didn't see what it was.
Yes, was grapple.
Grapple. Oh, right. Yeah, it's there on his HUD. Yep. Yeah, he grabbed Wave. Yeah, we saw that because Fudge already grabbed that one. But the Three Musketeers is the one he skipped. Yep, so Fudge is going to head straight back to Mother Brain, and there's not much that's going to stop him from finishing this race.
You never know. A bad catch-up.
It could. Definitely could. Could double hit. Throw a wrench in your plans. But yeah, Cheese still doesn't have a Mother Brain solution. It's a little too much to make up for. I do think if Cheese had just gone through Proc Escape, or even if Cheese had just not died to X-Ray Hall on the way back, he would probably be in the lead right now.
I don't doubt it.
We saw the decisions they made. They went straight up for Wreck Ship after getting the map, and like that just was where all the objectives were. They still would have needed to find Charge, but as soon as they find Charge, they can just turn around and do Mother Brain. Whereas Fudge ended up losing a lot of time exploring everything else. I think this is a race where both runners feel behind. Because Fudge and Mac are looking at like, look at these 2 zones we full cleared that we didn't need to, when all the objectives were just over here. Mm-hmm. And then Cheese is obviously looking at, look at that death we took that lost us 10 minutes. And like, how do we come back from that? Yeah, but yeah, obviously Fudge is the one in the lead right now, but in another universe, either one of these guys could be taking this game. Just one slight difference in decision making or in just execution. First try Zeb skip, nicely done by Fudge. Chat, get your escape timer guesses in. Have we seen Chip? This is my fourth C today. I have no idea.
Same here, actually.
Oh, we never marked pit room for Fudge.
I think Plasma Pirate's done too.
Chat doesn't seem to remember ship either. Maybe they didn't find it, so I'll go 210.
So it's definitely not here in criteria, or no, this isn't criteria, is it? I don't remember where we are. My memory sucks. Torium was kind of the hub area, though, so I'm gonna say 130. I'm gonna say it's pretty close in one of the other zones.
205.
Oh, I was wrong.
Man, the timer is just not being nice today. Like, two guesses 10 seconds apart, I'm gonna split the difference. No one gets it. No one wins the escape timer guessing game. Okay, incoming grapple kill for Cheese. Nicely done.
Very well done.
Yeah, but again, the lack of a mother brain solution is really just the nail in the coffin right now. Because there's, even if Fudge failed this escape 3 times, there's just no chance for Cheese to have time to do this mother brain. Which Fudge is moving with some confidence, as if they did see ship, so...
Yeah, we probably missed it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is not a blind escape, but maybe it is.
I'm almost positive they've at least been to all zones.
Yeah, I would find it very strange if they didn't find it.
Oh, it's right there. Yep.
Yep.
And GG's
in chat. FudgeFiddle takes it in game 3. 2 games to 1. And with that, Fudge is our first member of the medium bracket to move on to upper bracket semifinals. He will be facing the winner of Empath and Braythorn. Meanwhile, Cheese will be dropping down to the lower bracket, and he'll be waiting a couple weeks. Because they actually did this race a bit sooner than they needed to. So we have Potato and Desano, and then Fernap and Cold Slayer. The winners of those 2 races will race each other, and then the winner of that will face Cheese.
No. We can talk about it up top. But
and we are joined by everybody here. Hey,
hello.
Fudge, Cheese,
GG's,
McVanish, and Nito. How you guys doing?
Oh, that's me. Good, GG's.
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 All right, so let's talk about game 3 first, since that's the freshest on our minds. How did y'all feel about that? Did y'all feel like you were ahead, behind? How much did you feel like you were ahead or behind?
I was for sure thought we were winning because the only mishap we made was the croc fight was slow and technically Meridia was useless. But besides that, it's a very normal check to do. We reverted it out of it. We were ahead for sure.
Yeah, we were definitely behind after suffering a death back through X-ray hallway after we did. So we found mini Kraid, so that we wouldn't have had to like reroute back around
Okay.
to do that. But then we died on the way back through X-ray hallway, and we got reset all the way back to before supers from Maria. So.
Yeah.
Words and I were kind of like, that's definitely going to have a feels bad, man, once you realize that Big Pink was just on the other side of that last room.
Yep.
I know.
They almost god routed that. If they had just gone one more room through Croc Escape, they would have found Big Pink and Speed and Varia. And they would have been in really good
okay,
shape.
so that's the only way they could have indeed been ahead of us.
Not really, because they also went straight up to wreck ship after all of the stuff in Torian.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like they were way behind because of that death, because they lost like 10 minutes of progress. But then they were getting to Bubble Mountain as y'all were leaving Fantoon. So like if it wasn't for the fact that Charge Beam was just off in Meridia and there was no ammo up there, like, and if they had like not died, they would have been miles ahead of you because of that like, because you went to Meridia first and it just had nothing.
I will say though that because of the death, we changed our plan because we were going to go to Meridia after that.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't actually want to leave it behind, but because of the death, we changed our plan for the Hail Mary play to just go to wrecked ship after we cleared Metal Pirates from Torian.
That was sorry. Choked on my water. That was kind of the reason why we went up in the C2. Because we were just kind of saying, there's nothing in Meridia, let's just head up. But we kind of sludged that one. That was kind of slow. Everything we had to do, we only had to charge Spazer.
Yeah.
You did keep charge from Meridia then. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did. That was like the one thing of loot that we found, but we found it rather quickly. So
we were on pace to leave Criteria with like 80 missiles and hopefully 20 supers.
Wow, just
Nice.
all ammo mother brain. Well, you did find ice, I believe. So
yeah, after pit room, after Dragon into pit room, there's like 6 missile packs on the way down.
Oh wow.
Yes.
So that's why when we finished, I opened stream to see like how far ahead were we. I saw you in pit room. I was like, what are they doing there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Going off the rails a little bit, but it was a play that we needed to make to like you gotta zig a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was our only chance of catching up, and it turns out there really wasn't a way back. But I feel like we at least made more progress in the rando doing that than we would have if we stuck to the plan of going back to Meridia.
Yeah, I think it was absolutely the right call. I think the way the race went showed just how like strong of a play that was to try and make a comeback. I think if your save had been even just a little bit more recent, like you probably, if you made the same play after that death, I think you still probably win or at least make this race really close.
You did grab all the majors there in like Speed, Varia, everything towards the Metal Pirates. Yeah, okay. Because I was thinking like if you skip everything there and just head straight to wreck ship, like then you're a lunatic. But
yeah, definitely.
You did grab everything. Okay.
Yeah. And the rude forced croc kill. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Right.
He did nothing wrong. He didn't deserve that.
Wrong place,
had no
wrong time,
choice.
man. Sorry.
You got in our way.
Did we have
Sorry,
X-ray
man.
when we dropped down? Worse, do you remember that?
X-ray. Where was that?
Was
yeah, because that was a
BT from
BT.
West
Yeah.
Ocean.
Yeah. Okay. So we could have actually X-ray climbed up. Damn! Why didn't we think of that? Just X-ray out the ice gates.
Could have spared Croc.
Yeah, only for him to explode
Shame.
minutes later.
Shame on you.
I just gotta say, I was hella impressed by Fudge. He was hitting sparks and charges where I'm just like, well, that's possible, but I'm not doing that.
Oh, also I saw you, Cheese and Nito, with your attempted reverse Croc.
We tried.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Tried that.
Fudge hit it. Fudge hit
Nice.
the.
Yeah, that's
it-
awesome.
Oh, he did. Nice.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
hit the spark
did
in
you?
Edakun.
Okay, I
Yeah,
must
he
have
got
been
the
looking.
charge.
Yeah.
He said, I saw it in a race once. I was like, well, that's
Yeah.
probably a Nito or Eddie thing.
Yeah, that is a really that to me is the coolest reverse Croc you can do. I love that one.
Yeah, Cheese was like, "Oh, we don't have space here to get a shine spray." I'm like, "Yeah, we do. Let's give it a shot."
Well, you could always just like do some weird X mode shenanigans, like on the spikes there.
And
Yeah,
Cheese even
you can
brought that
always
up.
do that. Yeah. mhm.
You can
I've
always
kind
do
of
that,
like
yeah.
when I ever see Edakun, I just like I get flashbacks to me going to Relax's chat after a race to like kind of ask like, what did you do? And I just see him just mash that strat over and over and over and over again. I'm just like, and game one, what about game one? I've kind of
Game
forgot
one.
about game one. I feel like we
That
kind of
was
cruised.
item draft. That was
Oh right, that was where
high
we.
jump and spring ball start.
I think we kind of got out of that by just going to N.
Yep, that was it.
Yeah,
His-
yeah. I
yep.
wanted to ask about that because when we got back to Bryn after doing all the regions from up top, I felt like it looked like it was in line with the top of Parlor, so we just beelined it for the map. Did you guys actually just blind N from there?
Yeah, I basically saw we had speed. I said, go grab that down door. That's Aqueduct. And then it was Norfair. We got blocked in Norfair, went full right. Because we were blocked by the wave gate, heated croc escape, croc farm, or whatever it's called. The heated farm with the gate.
Mhm.
Then we went right and we found wave beam in the spring ball room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then basically we sent it to Norfair to grab map because it very much was a dead end. So it's Norfair. We went for it. We saw all the majors counted. Oh, that's everything. We just 100% of the seed. Oh, let's just go finish.
Yeah, that's.
'cause
It was
that's
100% because I
good.
said go for Aqua. Like check the down door. It might be Aqueduct. Because if you get speed, you could check down doors for Aqueduct. And also, I think
that's
it was because the B map looked far away. I think that's also kind of like we saw it. It's like it's kind of far, and just the fact that we kind of just stumbled into N.
I mean, it worked out. You found Varia and
Everything.
Plasma.
Yeah.
and
Charge Plasma,
Gravity
both suits.
Charge. Yeah.
The only thing I was wondering is like technically we could have gone here way earlier with like through the heated room. Just do that really early before going up to C because we did get C map and like saw Ridley and Motherbrain there. And then we went down. But
Yeah.
I was basically the only reason we lose if they did this immediately, but you kind of just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah, I
there
think-
that was tough to come back from. Like
Yep.
we beelined right for the map and then made decisions based on that. But
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Cheese was actually a good bit ahead at that point. He got to map long before y'all.
Yeah, I
were,
checked
like,
the vault
and
in
blinding
between
things.
in the break.
Yeah.
They got mapped the moment we entered.
Yep.
I think Parlor was about the distance, so
So
that was
we're
a
looking
great.
at it, it's like, well, there's Meridia, there's Wreck Ship, there's Norfair. So Norfair
I
is
do
pretty
feel
far away, so no one's
confident-
going to go there for very long. And then you blind
Yeah.
Norfair, it's like, oh, this is a huge divergence. This
I do
could
think that
matter a lot.
actually going Norfair is the logical path as well because fast pillars is not logic with space and screw and 1+1. I know that for sure.
Really?
It requires at least I think a suit
Yeah.
for
Well, I
like
think
if you
I'll-
drop and
thought
more
we
health,
had
just
2
generally
plus
more
1.
health. We had
I thought
one,
it was 2
well,
plus 1.
It's
We had
got
1+1 when we
Durian's
got to Bryn.
side hoppers in between though. Like is
We had
that?
screw
Oh,
attack.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's screw.
We had screw going down to N, so that's
don't
logical
think-
to go through.
I don't think any region connecting to Bryn in particular is like out of logic to do at that point. But
Yeah.
I think it's just N is like
Yeah.
obviously
It's-
clearly
It's
got
the better
the
play.
payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Which
because
I-
when
I-
I'm looking at it, like fast pillars, no, and Croc Speedway, I also think no. So I feel like either more tanks or a suit was needed to go through there.
I do want to point out that, like, despite all of that, I think it still could have been close with that routing. It's just Cheese was had to go through Musketeers to get to Kraid, and just messed up the Crystal Flash, I think, two times getting back.
That was a bummer.
So, and like, they were still pretty close behind you despite all that. So, like, I think if they had been able to first try that Kraid, there's a very real world where it's still just an even race, even with your,
Probably.
like,
Yeah.
with you blinding Norfair immediately.
Yeah, because I noticed that the fact that they were in Bryn earlier, it basically meant either they were very much faster on the decision making regarding criteria, like because we went kind of like up, saved, then dropped down to go for map in case it was Fantoon, wasn't. The revert was good. So either they did the same thing but just immediately faster, or indeed Cheese was just way faster movement. So I knew, like, okay, for game 2 and 3, we just kind of just have to hope that every time we make a decision on somewhere, it's the right one. Game 2, you saw it wasn't. Game 3, well, the death, but I feel like we didn't really do anything wrong.
Looking back on it, I think I would still feel good about doing W first and trying to just take care of Kraid, but then I think going N after that makes more sense than going M, even though M is the closer entrance just because of where Dragon was located.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
well,
like-
Yeah, you just go to Norfair, you pick up M,
you're
and
right.
then hopefully... did M have a connector to another zone? No, right? It was Victorian, we had to go up.
But the issue is, so you got like a Meridia entrance, I think, connected to Aqueduct, and then the other M entrance is below. And if you're going to do M, I think you're going to want to do it after you are ready to do Dragon, so that you can just, because like going through M is the only way back up from doing that. So then you
that
do
was a
M.
very nasty loop.
And also there's a lot of, I think there's some water like on the way, like the Evere rooms as well to escape. It's basically all just you definitely are missing gravity when you're going towards Dragon, so there's definitely graph at least in N.
I think with high jump spring ball being the items, I think we were prepared for doing any sort of dangerous water movement. I think it was just a matter of Norfair was so heavily loaded with everything that it just
I was
worked
actually
out so much
surprised
better.
everything was there. But that's medium normal for you. It's just Wait, before the seed, indeed, I was just going through, like, looking at the logic page, like, okay, high jump spring ball, what's everything that's logic? Like, it could be very early, that's, like, might look weird, that you don't expect. Like, stuff like top left is ship, technically, because that's...
Oh, true.
With hard, you know, everybody wall jumps up there, but with medium, you might just not expect it, like, to go there, because you're thinking, oh, that's not logic until you get space jump or speed. So I was going
Mama
through
Turtle's
almost...
my favorite one.
Yeah, Mama Turtle indeed was one that I noticed. Stuff like that. It was just like Mama Turtle, the stuff like Main Street, of course, like the important water rooms, stuff like that. Like Precious Room was one big one. But yeah, just going over everything, like checking, like, okay, technically this is doable. Is it logical? No. Okay, let's move on. Look at different rooms. Asking, like, can you double springboard jump? Yes, okay, that's nice. So we can actually, like, force a lot of stupid decisions.
All right, game 2 was mini bosses. Trying to remember what happened in that one.
I know.
Yeah, that one was interesting with, like, because we ended up doing the drop down through the sand pits and seeing that everything was there. Like we felt good with the save being there connected to Aqueduct, and then it had bombs, it had speed booster. It just seemed like it made so much sense after we saw all that stuff to just keep pushing forward. I think the only problem we really ran into is that we got to Norfair before finding our first supers, so there really wasn't a whole lot that we could do down there. We even did that like crazy bottom far left check for the X down.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, wow. But you had speed when you went down to Norfair.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we
did.
didn't. We only snagged charge and left, and then later on returned because I think we kind of like last location speed in the pit. It felt like.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
okay.
Definitely did. Yeah, that one was interesting because, like you said, y'all went down, got speed and bombs like pretty much immediately. And then we saw Indiana Jones like, oh, speed gives you access to this. Then it was a super door and power bombs. Like, okay, well, never mind.
What was the item in Indiana Jones? Just nothing
Power
really.
bombs.
Power bomb.
yeah.
Power
Okay.
bomb.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
Mac and Fudge very quickly found first supers past Batoon hallway because they got ice before going up to top of Aqueduct, which I think y'all forgot. I mean, we on commentary forgot that too. But that was logical supers. So we were
Okay.
worried for a minute that because y'all didn't have supers that Fudge and Mac were going to catch back up or get a lead because you're just going to go off to Narnia and not find
Oh,
supers.
well, we
and then you
did-
found supers up in the
We did
northwest.
top of Aqueduct because you got speed. That's why I pushed up there.
Oh, was it?
Because like
okay.
Grav and speed, yeah, I was just like, okay,
Right.
well,
Yeah.
go to the
forgot
Metroid
about
room.
that.
I think just our this routing through like that lower part of Brinstar was just kind of like really slow, like back and forth, and it just kind of just felt like if you do it cleanly, you can save so much time, like doing the sandpit immediately, stuff like that. How did Meridia look like? Because I'm looking at like the restream for Cheese, like, to see what Meridia was. Because we didn't go there at all, and I feel like you got some good loot at least from Meridia.
We got wave plasma out of Meridia.
Yeah.
It didn't
that's
have.
big.
We left one major behind. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, it just helped a lot for.
Probably ice, I think, because we never
It was
found.
ice or high jump was
Okay.
the third one.
Okay.
One of the two.
Yeah. Wave
Yeah,
plasma.
we just had charge
did-
spacer.
Oh yeah, it did a ton for us with like GT and Batu
Yeah.
and the brain. So, I think our first supers were also logical though in the top left of Brinstar. I think at that point they're both logical to get. Based on the items that we've gotten so far.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we grabbed all those majors in the sand pits without supers and got super locked on one Meridia entrance, and it was just waiting to get super locked again, but lucked out with being able to get back. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that Meridia is indeed I just see it now on the restream. Like that Meridia is indeed not that bad once you are able to grab map.
yeah.
I was actually half expecting you actually went Meridia early, looked along the bottom, so you got map, could go up, grab charge, go left, knock out the objectives there, and then go back. Like do that really fast, but
Yeah.
apparently not.
I was actually expecting that we were going to be able to get to Turian from Meridia, and
Yeah, that would make sense.
was kind of shocked to see that there was no entrance there. But then, yeah, we looked at map again in Bryn, and I saw that the actual, like the Turian entrance that we could do was through Pants Room. So I'm like, holy, I wasn't sure about wanting that major past Three Musketeers, but we needed that for grapple to get through.
Yeah.
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 Well, Sylvie, we won, so that's
Yep.
all that matters. Let's go! Let's go, Fudge! Let's go!
Yep, GG's. Fudge, you now move on to the winners semifinals of the medium bracket. You'll be facing the winner of Empath and Braithorn. That'll be at least like 2 weeks away though, because we're trying to keep the upper bracket moving a little more slowly because it's going to get too far ahead of the lower bracket.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Cheese, you are already ahead in the lower bracket. You're waiting on 4 people. Winner of Potato and Desano versus winner of Fernap and Cold Slayer. So you're going to be waiting a couple weeks as well for your next match.
Braithorn won the run back from the pool match.
He did.
Sure did.
Yeah. Run back.
Let's go. Big upset. That was my pool.
But yeah, really, really exciting best of 3 from you guys. GG's, you both played very well. And we look forward to seeing more of you in this tournament. Any final thoughts before we start signing off here?
Nope, no, nothing too much for me. Thanks for mentoring. Thanks for commentating. Thanks for tracking. It's I've had so much fun with this. I say it every time, but truly, it's been a lot of fun. So thank you. And yeah, not move to the lower bracket, but not out. So gonna just claw the way back.
Yeah, not much to add here. Likewise, thanks to the mentors. Thanks, Mac, for mentoring me on this one. You definitely helped a lot. These seeds, I barely remember anything. It felt like a blur. You kind of just guided me the whole way. But yeah, thanks to everybody, all the volunteers, everybody, SpeedGaming, everybody that it takes to set this stuff up. Yeah.
All I have to say is shout outs to indeed people coming, tracking, or doing both at once, I guess. Shout outs to all the mentors, not just myself, but also Nido. Words has done a lot. I know Keyblade has been mentoring, Chaos. So I think also has mentored. So shout outs to all the mentors so far, and looking forward to some good racing coming up.
Yeah, pretty much. I just gotta say ditto to everything that's been said. Yeah, I feel like a ton of learning is happening during this tournament, and I'm excited to see some new faces once they are feeling up for the hard, tricky races. So, GG's again. Good luck on the winner's side, Fudge and Cheese. I know you got it in you to keep going through the lower bracket, so good luck with that.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for us. Thank you, everyone, for putting on such a great show. Thank you, Mac and Nido, for mentoring this race. Thank you, True Keyblade, for joining me on commentary and tracking. And thank you, everyone at home, for watching this stream. There's not much point in putting these SpeedGaming streams on if people don't want to watch them. So thank you for playing your part and keeping us on the air. Shout out to Syneth for being the mastermind to put this entire tournament together. It's been a blast so far. And thank you to the devs of Map Rando. They put together an amazing randomizer. I still say this is the best randomizer I've ever played for any game. So yeah.
Also, the logic page is great.
Yeah.
The worst thing about it, it's hard to read, but it's so good.
And that's only going to get better. There's plans in the works right now of improving the user interface for all that. So yeah, look forward to even more amazing things from maprando.com. But that is going to do it for us. Thank you again, everyone, for watching, and we will see you next mission.
Bye-bye.